Chapter 1293. Xiao Shishir was so excited that her breathing quickened. How could she have never heard of a spiritual beast master? She was a spiritual beast master who had just entered the imperial realm. What's your name? Xiao Shishir looked at the man nervously. The man was confused by the question. He had no time to waste on Xiao Shishir, so he commanded the beast to attack Ling Yun, and the others. Buzz. Suddenly, a strange energy wave spread out. The man was stunned. He looked at Xiao Shishir in disbelief. You're a spiritual beast master too? Xiao Shishir controlled the beasts and said, My name is Xiao Shishir. What's your name? The man's expression changed when he heard Xiao Shishir's name. His voice trembled. Your big brother's maid? I'm your second uncle, Xiao Gong. Second uncle? What a strange word it was. When Xiao Shishir repeated it in her heart, she could not stop her tears from flowing. When the disciples of Spirit Beast Sect came to the outer world to hunt for beasts, they discovered the Xiao family's ability to enslave beasts and captured them. Xiao Shishir was lucky enough to escape. She was only 3 or 4 years old at that time. 20 years had passed since then, and she could not even recognize her family. Second uncle. Xiao Shishir's pronunciation was a little rusty, but the emotion in her voice was strong. Despite his age, Xiao Gong's eyes were moist. It's really you, Shishir. You weren't even 3 years old when you escaped. Big brother and I worried about your safety day and night after we were captured. How did you survive at such a young age? The heavens have eyes. I didn't expect you to grow up so much. Even second uncle couldn't recognize you. The reunion between family members was heartwarming, but they quickly wiped away their tears. This was not the time to be sentimental. Second uncle, where are my dad and the others? Xiao Shishir's expression suddenly turned cold. She wanted to kill all the Spirit Beast Sect disciples. They are in the Spirit Beast Sect. They put us under house arrest and forced us to tame beasts for them. We live like slaves. Shishir, don't worry about us. I'm happy to see that you're still alive. When I go back, I'll tell your father and other relatives about this news. Our fates have already been decided. You must live a good life and forget about this hatred. Do you hear me? When Xiao Gong finished his sentence, he adopted the tone of a commanding elder. Tears welled up in Xiao Shishir's eyes. She realized that blood was thicker than water. Even with the passage of time, it did not diminish. Second uncle, I won't leave. I will save all of you, Xiao Shishir said with determination. Xiao Gong anxiously pushed Xiao Shishir away and said, You silly child, Spirit Beast Sect is a great sect with unimaginable strength. You're no match for them. Seeking revenge is no different from seeking death. Second uncle will never allow you to do that. Hurry up and leave. Xiao Shishir understood her second uncle's intentions, but she insisted on staying. While they were in a stalemate, a muffled sound suddenly came from the distant sky, as if a hole had been blasted open in the sky. Rumble. Amid the loud noise, a figure fell from the sky. Xiao Shishir's expression changed drastically. Oh no, Qin Feng is injured. There was a huge crater in the ground, as if a meteorite had fallen from outer space. The outer martial artists were already scared out of their wits. They watched as Ling Feng slowly landed on the edge of the crater, his clothes disheveled. Qin Feng lost? This fact shocked Xiao Shishir. She knew that Qin Feng was the current leader of the martial world, who in the secular world and the outer martial world could be his match. The outer martial artists and Yun Zhaoshan were also dumbfounded. They could not imagine how powerful Ling Feng's realm was. Kid, you have some tricks up your sleeves. Unfortunately, you've offended me. You have no idea who I am. Ling Feng had defeated Qin Feng, but it was not an easy battle. His white robe was torn and tattered, and his body was covered with blood stains. In the beginning, he looked down on Qin Feng, but later on, he took him seriously. During this period of time, his mentality had changed several times. Lying at the bottom of the crater, Qin Feng was amazed. He could not understand Ling Feng's realm. This person gave him the same feeling of mysteriousness and power as Ling Jiuqian. Although Qin Feng was only at the second stage of true Qi, he was able to remain undefeated among those at the fourth stage of true Qi. From this, it seemed that Ling Feng had at least stepped into the fifth stage of true Qi. Ling Feng said some arrogant words. His expression suddenly turned cold, and he prepared to kill Qin Feng with one strike. A wild beast's roar suddenly exploded. The long sword in Ling Feng's hand hurriedly fell behind him, forming a dense sword net. Roar! Amidst the violent sword Qi, the white-haired demonic ape flew over. His fur was indestructible. When the sword Qi landed on his body, there was a muffled sound of metal clashing. This was Ling Feng's ferocious attack. Even the white-haired demonic ape could not withstand it. Before he reached Ling Feng, he was already on the verge of collapsing. A mere rank 2 demonic beast dares to sneak attack me? Go to hell. Ling Feng raised his long sword above his head and was about to fall at any moment. Xiao Shi was anxious. She hurriedly controlled the white-haired demonic ape to leave. However, the sword was too fast. The sword Qi enveloped the surroundings, and it was about to split the white-haired demonic ape in half. Ling Feng, you can stop now? An old voice sounded. It turned out that there was another person sitting in the carriage. A white light flashed, and a gray-haired elder in his early 50s appeared out of nowhere. He stood in the center of the sharp sword Qi. He casually slapped his palm, and the surging sword Qi instantly dissipated. Hiss! Seeing this scene, everyone sucked in a breath of cold air. They thought that Ling Feng was the most powerful existence in the spirit beast business caravan. They did not expect such a mysterious person to be hiding in the carriage. Xiao Shi was dumbfounded. Xiao Gong saw the elder's expression change. Yun Zhaoshan and the others were so scared that they did not dare to speak. Ling Feng had already sheathed his sword and jumped in front of the elder. Disciple Ling Feng greets Elder Ling He. Disciple Ling Yun greets Elder Ling He. Everyone from the Spirit Beast business caravan came to the elder's side and greeted him respectfully. The elder nodded calmly. At this moment, the group of frenzied demonic beasts rushed over. Elder Ling He slapped his palm lightly and sent the group of second-ranked demonic beasts flying. A loud sound rang out, and the ground seemed to be shaking. After those demonic beasts and ferocious beasts landed on the ground, they seemed to have suddenly sobered up. They stared at Elder Ling He and the others with fear in their eyes and did not attack again. The surroundings became abnormally quiet, and the atmosphere was strange. After a long time, Yun Zhaoshan suddenly woke up and ran to Ling He and the other side. I am Immortal Cloud Sect's Elder Yun Zhaoshan. Greetings, Elder Ling He. Behind Yun Zhaoshan was a group of elders from the inner hidden sections. These people were usually arrogant in the outside martial arts world, but at this moment, they did not dare to raise their heads like underlings. Ling Yi did not even look at them and said to Ling Feng, "Your temperament is not steady enough. You almost killed a second-ranked demonic beast for the sake of an ant in the outside martial arts world. If the sect leader knows about this, he will definitely punish you." Ling Feng was injured by Qin Feng just now and was dizzy with anger. Now that he had calmed down, he felt a lingering fear in his heart. Second-ranked demonic beasts were not commonly seen. In the Spirit Beast sect, they were considered as above-average demonic beasts. This disciple knows his mistake. Please punish me, Elder Ling He. Ling Feng cupped his fists and said. Ling He stopped Ling Feng because he was apprehensive about the weight of a second-ranked demonic beast. He waved his hand and said, "Forget it this time. Don't do it again." After talking about the demonic beast, Elder Ling He swept a disdainful glance at the place where Qin Feng had landed. That brat's strength is considered top-notch in the outside martial arts world. Go and kill him to give the outside martial arts world a lesson. It's also because our extinction sect has been hidden from the world for too long that they don't know the immensity of heaven and earth. Elder Ling He did not put Qin Feng in his eyes at all. It was as if he could decide Qin Feng's life or death with a single word. Xiao Shi anxiously ran towards Qin Feng. She stood on the ground and glared at the few people. "Don't come any closer. Otherwise, I won't be polite anymore. Xiao Shi pretended to be calm. She knew that she was no match for these people from the Spirit Beast sect. Ling Feng strode towards Xiao Shi. His eyes fell on Xiao Shi, and a sinister smile flashed across the depths of his eyes. Beauty, don't worry. After I kill that brat, I'll bring you back with me. You're someone the Spirit Beast sect needs. I can protect you in the future. Just listen to me. Xiao Shi felt disgusted. These people before her were her enemies. She realized that she would never be able to kill these people, even if she cultivated for the rest of her life. Moreover, Ling Feng and Elder Ling, he were just a few disciples of the Spirit Beast sect. How powerful were the other elders, and even the sect leader of the Spirit Beast sect? Don't talk nonsense. Hurry up and attack. Elder Ling, he was getting impatient and reprimanded. Ling Feng did not dare to tease Xiao Shi anymore. He swung the long sword in his hand and drew the power of heaven and earth to smash Qin Feng into the deep pit. Rumble. A loud explosion sounded, and an even bigger pit was blasted into the ground. The ground shook violently, and the martial arts disciples outside the sect cried out in alarm. Ling Feng froze on the ground. He stared at the empty space in front of him. He felt as if he was dreaming. Where are they? Both of them are gone. Ling Feng mumbled to himself. A silver light flashed across the sky, but not many people noticed it. Elder Ling, he stared at the sky thoughtfully. After a while, he said, "They've run away." The crowd was shocked. That man and woman ran away? How could they escape under the watchful eyes of so many experts from the Spirit Beast commerce? Yin Zhaoshan could not understand the situation in front of him. It was the first time he saw the Spirit Beast commerce in action. Their valiant strength shocked Yun Zhaoshan, but his heart was gradually filled with joy. With these people as his backing, it would be a piece of cake to conquer the martial arts world. So what if Qin Feng was here? The crowd fell into silence. They looked left and right for a while before they accepted the fact that Qin Feng and Xiao Shi had escaped. Chapter 1294. All right, it's not your fault. That guy seemed to have some kind of magical item with him. Even I couldn't stop him in time. Elder Ling, he said. Let's start with today's auction. Qin Feng's departure was soon forgotten by everyone, as if nothing had happened. When the Spirit Beast Commerce Group took out hundreds of beasts and demonic beasts for sale, all the disciples in the outer martial world went crazy. The atmosphere in Devil City was extraordinarily lively. At the same time, a silver light shone outside of Hero City, attracting a large number of guards. What's that? Everyone be careful. It might be an enemy invasion. We must stop them and not let them enter Hero City. The Hero City of the outer world of martial arts had grown stronger, and disciples from many sects took the initiative to come and defend it every day. In an instant, more than 50 martial artists rushed to the place where the silver light landed, but they were shocked by the two people who landed. Fuck, it's Alliance Leader Qin. There's also a little beauty. Could it be that Alliance Leader Qin accidentally fell from the sky while fighting with the little beauty? Fight my ass. Alliance Leader Qin and the little beauty didn't even take off their clothes. Oh no, Alliance Leader Qin is injured. 10 minutes later, the entire Hero City was in an uproar. When the news of Qin Feng's injury spread, everyone felt like they were dreaming. Qin Feng was the Alliance leader of martial world, the strongest martial artist in the outer martial world. Who could injure him like this? Even Su Ruo and Shao Li were puzzled, let alone the sect disciples. However, when they saw Xiao Shi supporting the unconscious Qin Feng, their faces turned pale with fright. Qin Feng was carried to a room by the three ladies to rest. Xiao Shi immediately contacted Hua Tuo of Hero City. Hua Tuo didn't dare to tell the others about the news, as he didn't want them to panic, so he rushed to Qin Feng alone. With Hua Tuo's help, Qin Feng's life was saved after being unconscious for 3 days and 3 nights. Then, with the help of Hua Tuo's elixirs, his body recovered quickly. Qin Feng, who injured you like this? Su Ruo, Shao Li, and Xiao Shi were always by Qin Feng's side in his suite. Su Ruoro asked when she saw that Qin Feng's condition had improved. Qin Feng glanced at Xiao, sure. From her expression, he could tell that she hadn't told anyone about the incident in Devil City. Qin Feng didn't want Su Ruoro and Xiao Li to worry. I'm fine now. I've already killed those bad guys. You guys don't have to worry. Qin Feng smiled brightly at the three women. Xiao Sure felt a little sad. Su Ruoro and Xiao Li thought Qin Feng was telling the truth, so they could finally relax. Xiao Li, go cook a bowl of porridge for me. Ruoro, you haven't slept these past few days, right? Go and rest. After Qin Feng gave the order, Xiao Li immediately went to cook porridge like an obedient maid. Su Ruoro still didn't want to leave, but under Qin Feng's repeated persuasion, she returned to her room to sleep. Seeing the two women leave, Qin Feng let out a long sigh of relief. Now that he thought back to the fierce battle 3 days ago, his mood became incredibly heavy. Qin Feng, how do you feel? Please don't let anything happen to you. After Su Ruoro and Xiao Li left, Xiao Sure dropped her act and threw herself into Qin Feng's arms. Qin Feng patted her back and said, My injuries are fine now. Have you been paying attention to the situation in Devil City these past few days? Have those people left? Qin Feng was a little worried when he mentioned the people in Devil City and the Spirit Beast Business Group. Those people were too powerful. Xiao Sure was the last Spirit Beast Master in the outer martial world. Naturally, those people from the Spirit Beast sect wouldn't let her go. However, Qin Feng appeared in Devil City as Zheng Shuai, so those people couldn't find Qin Feng after their investigation. They would never have thought that Qin Feng would bring Xiao Sure to the outer martial world's Hero City. Xiao Sure had been paying attention to the situation in Devil City these past few days. She quickly said, Qin Feng, those people from the Spirit Beast Business Group are the disciples of the Spirit Beast sect. Qin Feng had already guessed it, but he couldn't be sure. When he heard Xiao Sure's firm tone, his expression changed drastically. You found out those are your enemies? Xiao Sure nodded and said, 3 days ago, when you were fighting Ling Feng, I wanted to help you. In the end, I found my second uncle, Xiao Gong. He told me many things, and now I'm sure. Qin Feng's heart was in turmoil. He thought about how Zhao Lingxian had been taken away a few days ago. He guessed that many disciples from the Spirit Beast sect had come out of seclusion. The Thousand Shadows sect and the Spirit Beast sect were two of the sects that had come out of seclusion. Qin Feng should have been happy that there were disciples from the Thousand Shadows sect coming out of seclusion. Now, he had a chance to find his mother's whereabouts. However, after the battle 3 days ago, Qin Feng's heart was heavy. The disciples of the Spirit Beast sect were too powerful. Even if he went to the Thousand Shadows sect's base, would he be able to bring his mother out? Xiao Sure continued. After the auction 3 days ago, the people from the Spirit Beast sect haven't appeared in Devil City. I've asked around, but I couldn't find their whereabouts. Now that our enemies have disappeared, and those beasts have been bought back by the martial world disciples to be cruelly tamed, what should we do? As Xiao Sure spoke, she began to cry. Qin Feng's heart ached when he saw her like this. He hugged her and comforted her. Don't worry, I haven't fully recovered from my injuries. I'll go to the Spirit Beast sect in a few days to take revenge. Today, I'll hold a beast battle conference and win back all the beasts that the martial world's disciples bought. Qin Feng quickly calmed down and came up with his own plan. Xiao Sure also gradually calmed down. She hugged Qin Feng tightly and said, I don't need you to take revenge for me. The Spirit Beast sect disciples are too powerful. What am I going to do if something happens to you? Qin Feng understood Xiao Sure's feelings, but he had already decided to kill those disciples of the Spirit Beast sect, not only to avenge Xiao Sure, but also to make those people pay for injuring him. The matter of the Beast Battle Conference had been settled. As the leader of the martial world, Qin Feng's rallying power was unimaginable. In less than an hour, the news had spread throughout the entire martial world. 2 hours later, many disciples from the sects had already rushed to Hero City. Brother, you're also here to participate in the Beast Battle Conference, right? Outside of Hero City, there's already a sea of people, but there were still many disciples rushing over. Yeah, I heard that Alliance leader Qin is going to hold a beast battle conference. I wonder what it is. I'm just curious. That's why I'm here. It just so happens that I bought a ferocious beast in Devil City a few days ago. Don't tell me this beast battle conference is going to pit the beasts against each other. Just thinking about it makes me excited. The crowd outside of Hero City was discussing among themselves. Some of them came empty-handed, but there were also many disciples who came with ferocious beasts or with ferocious beasts. Those beasts were obviously not tamed yet. They roared and struggled fiercely, trying to break free from the shackles on their wrists and ankles. Heroes of the martial world, today's Beast Battle Conference is about to begin. You won't feel that you've come in vain. Suddenly, someone shouted from within Hero City. Everyone's expressions changed as they saw Alliance leader Qin walk out with a quiet girl in his arms. Behind the two of them, there was also an extraordinarily beautiful woman. The two women were Su Ruoro and Xiao Li. Qin Feng didn't bring Xiao Shi with him because many outer martial world disciples had seen Xiao Shi in Devil City. If she appeared, Qin Feng's identity as Zheng Shuai would be exposed. I'm Wudong Mountain's disciple, Zhang Bei. Greetings, Alliance leader Qin. Seven Star Mountain's eldest disciple, Kuai, greets Alliance leader Qin. Alliance leader Qin. As soon as Qin Feng appeared, all the disciples outside the gate saluted him. Even though some of them had witnessed the might of the Spirit Beast sect in Devil City, they didn't dare to be presumptuous in front of Qin Feng. Qin Feng wore a white suit, standing among the crowd of people dressed in long robes and cloth. He looked a little strange. There were some injuries on his body, but these disciples couldn't see them. Even if they were beaten to death, they would never think that Alliance leader Qin was the ugly man who fought the Spirit Beast commercial group in Devil City 3 days ago. Qin Feng stood in front of the crowd and looked around. This time, there were no less than 100 disciples who brought their battle pets and mounts. The beasts in their hands were obviously not tamed yet. They all had ferocious faces and were constantly struggling. These beasts were riddled with scars. It was obvious that they had been cruelly tortured. Qin Feng's heart burned with anger, but he suppressed it in the end. With his current status and power, he could announce in public that these people would hand over the beasts in their hands. However, doing so would arouse everyone's suspicion. Once Qin Feng's identity as Zheng Shuai was exposed, the people from a Spirit Beast sect would immediately come looking for him. Qin Feng wasn't afraid of those people, but he had to protect Xiao Shi from being captured. This forced him to keep a low profile. Alliance leader Qin, what do you mean by holding the Beast Battle Convention today? Everyone in the crowd couldn't wait anymore. Qin Feng said with a calm expression, I heard that a few days ago, there were people selling large amounts of beasts in Devil City in Chuan Central. But I've been too busy recently and didn't have the time to take a look. Today, I'm holding this Beast Battle Convention with the intention of letting everyone's beasts fight and see how powerful these beasts are. Qin Feng's words caused the crowd to scream. Just thinking about the beast battle made their blood boil. The beasts that were bound by the iron chains seemed to understand Qin Feng's words. They fiercely roared at Qin Feng without stopping. Su Ruoro and Xiao Li still didn't know what happened in Devil City. They also didn't know Qin Feng's intention in holding the Beast Battle Convention. The two women were frightened by the ferocity of the beasts. They sympathized with them. Su Ruoro couldn't bear it and said, Qin Feng, let's not hold the Beast Battle Convention. Those beasts are very pitiful. Qin Feng understood Su Ruoro's thoughts. He patted her back and said, Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Seeing that Qin Feng was determined, Su Ruoro and Xiao Li looked at each other helplessly. Qin Feng had already walked to the side. He had already ordered people to build a temporary beast battle arena. It was surrounded by iron fences and guarded by many subordinates from Hero City. Chapter 1295. Wow, this arena looks so cool. Alliance leader Qin, these beasts are vicious and have extraordinary strength. Are the surrounding fences reliable? Don't let the beasts escape. What are the rules of the Beast Battle Convention? How are we going to compete? Everyone became excited when they saw the arena. Qin Feng said calmly, I personally built this arena and set up a small defensive formation. It's easier said than done to escape from it. Everyone, don't worry about it. As for the rules of the Beast Battle Convention, it's very simple. Everyone can take out their beasts and fight on the stage. The winner will get the opponent's beast. Qin Feng planned to use this Beast Battle Convention to win all the beasts in everyone's hands. The crowd immediately exploded into a heated discussion about the rules Qin Feng had set. We have to hand over the beast if we lose. I spent 2 orange grade spiritual equipment to exchange for this beast. The rules are simple and crude. I want to participate. If I win, wouldn't I have won a beast for nothing? The crowd had different expressions. Some wanted to retreat, but there were also many who were eager to try. Suru Oro and Shaoli frowned as they stood at the side. They looked at the beasts that were bound by chains and roared continuously. Now that the rules are clear, the Beast Battle Convention has officially begun. Who wants to go up and play? The Beast Battle Convention is limited to this day. If you miss it, you won't have another chance. Qin Feng jumped into the arena and said with a loud and majestic voice. The disciples gathered in the surroundings were agitated. Soon, one of them jumped out. Alliance Leader Qin, I just bought this 3-eyed elephant boar from Devil City a few days ago. I'll let fight. A brawny man wearing the North Pole sect's attire walked over with a huge 3-eyed elephant boar behind him. The wild boar seemed to have sensed danger and was roaring and struggling, scaring many people into retreating to the side. Okay, then I'll fight with you first. Qin Feng moved his mind, and a beast with pure green fur whizzed over. The crowd immediately looked over. The beast looked like a mastiff and leopard. It had a strong body and moved quickly. Its eyes emitted a cold light that made people feel fear. Alliance Leader Qin, is this your battle pet? It looks very powerful. Seeing the glacial snow mastiff, the North Pole sect disciple immediately regretted it. He realized that his 3-eyed elephant boar was no match for the glacial snow mastiff. Qin Feng said with a straight face, "How can you tell if I'm powerful or not from my appearance? You've already participated in the battle, yet you still want to retreat at the last minute? That way, I'll consider it as you forfeiting the competition and you can directly give me your beast." As the leader of the martial arts world, Qin Feng's prestige was unparalleled. The disciple from a North Pole sect was extremely depressed, but he had no choice but to bite the bullet. Alliance Leader Qin, I won't give up. Let's have our 2 battle pets fight for a bit. All right, let's begin. Qin Feng leaped lightly and landed outside the beast fighting arena. The glacial snow mastiff and the 3-eyed elephant boar had already entered the beast fighting arena. The 2 beasts stared at each other. The glacial snow mastiff's expression was indifferent, as if it didn't care about the 3-eyed elephant boar at all. The 3-eyed elephant boar looked nervous, as if it was facing a great enemy. Roar! Qin Feng used his mind to communicate with the glacial snow mastiff. The snow mastiff suddenly roared and leaped. Its speed was extremely fast. It turned into a streak of azure lightning and arrived high in the sky. It opened its large mouth, and several ice spikes flew down. The 3-eyed elephant boar on the ground hadn't come back to its senses when the surroundings were frozen. The layer of ice spread, freezing the ground, and the 3-eyed elephant boar into an ice sculpture. A beast battle seemed to have ended before it even began. Everyone was dumbstruck. The disciple from the North Pole sect was so depressed that he almost vomited blood. Holy shit, what kind of beast is this? How could it be so powerful? You still can't tell? How is this an ordinary beast? I'm afraid it's a magical beast. TSK. As expected of Alliance Leader Qin, you actually have a magical beast battle pet. This magical beast strength is comparable to the first stage of true Qi. Just one battle pet is enough to sweep away half of the outer martial arts world's sects. The crowd was shocked by the glacial snow mastiff strength. They stared at it with fearful and greedy eyes. Qin Feng already took a step forward and said, "This time, your battle pet lost, so it's mine now." The North Pole sect disciple was sullen, but he didn't dare to resist. Qin Feng casually waved his hand, and an intense fireball landed on the three-eyed elephant boar's body. The layer of ice covering its body completely melted in the span of a few breaths. "Bring this beast into Hero City," Qin Feng ordered. For disciples from Hero City immediately walked over and led the three-eyed elephant boar away. Qin Feng was in a good mood after taking down a beast so easily. He swept his gaze over the crowd and said, "The beast battle will continue. Does anyone else want to come up and challenge?" The crowd looked nervously at Qin Feng, then looked at the mighty and domineering glacial snow mastiff standing in the beast battle arena. Everyone's hearts were already lacking confidence. This glacial snow mastiff was truly too powerful. How could the battle pets they brought be a match for it? Suruoro and Shaoli were still a bit dazed. They still didn't understand the situation. The two girls felt that Qin Feng seemed to have another purpose for holding this beast battle. No one else wants to fight? You guys have to think this through. My glacial snow mastiff is a first-rank spirit beast. Don't you want it? Qin Feng's words caused a huge uproar. The crowd looked at the glacial snow mastiff again. They want to snatch it right away. That's a first-rank spirit beast? Really? A few days ago, among the beasts sold at Devil City, the most powerful ones were only at the magic beast level. Rumor has it that spirit beasts are of a higher level than magic beasts and have many hidden skills. Chief Qin must be telling the truth. With his status, there's no need for him to lie to everyone. The crowd, who were intimidated by the glacial snow mastiff and didn't dare to enter the arena, became excited again. That was a first-rank spirit beast. If they could get their hands on it, wouldn't they be able to do whatever they wanted in the martial arts world? Even the great elder of the Hidden Five would have to be afraid of it. Chief Qin, my single-horned rhinoceros wants to compete. Under the extreme temptation, the man from the Quick Blade sect walked out with a huge rhinoceros. The single-horned rhinoceros was huge, and when it walked, it was like a tank passing by, causing the ground to shake. Qin Feng had encountered a three-eyed elephant boar and a single-horned rhinoceros in Devil Beast Mountain. These two were considered ferocious beasts. They were extremely strong and had tough fur. Martial artists below stage 6 inner chi could only run when they encountered their attacks. The single-horned rhinoceros had already been driven into the arena. It stood by the iron fence and didn't dare to approach the glacial snow mastiff. These beasts were intelligent and could sense the presence of danger. "You big idiot, hurry up and knock that snow mastiff over." The disciple from the Quick Blade sect was so anxious that his face turned red and he jumped up and down like a monkey. Everyone was excited as they stared at the arena. It was rare to see a battle between beasts. Before the Spirit Beast sect came out of seclusion to sell beasts, no one in the martial arts world had a battle pet. The single-horned rhinoceros ignored its master's curses and shrank in the corner. The glacial snow mastiff had received Qin Feng's order. They didn't need to fight and only needed to freeze the beasts. Whoosh! A green figure flashed by and dozens of icicles fell to the ground. The surrounding temperature plummeted and the martial arts disciples shivered from the cold. The ground and the single-horned rhinoceros were frozen in an instant. In the crystal-clear ice sculpture, the single-horned rhinoceros's dumbfounded expression could be seen. "Damn it, you piece of trash. Don't you know how to run?" Seeing that the single-horned rhinoceros was defeated so easily, the disciple from the Quick Blade sect cursed angrily. Qin Feng ignored the disciple and slapped a fire blade at the single-horned rhinoceros, melting the ice on its body. Another beast was subdued by him. At this moment, the martial arts disciples who were agitated all calmed down. Although they wanted the glacial snow mastiff very much, this spirit beast was too powerful. It could defeat its enemy with just a mouthful of ice. How could they fight it? Qin Feng asked a few more times, but nobody dared to stand out. The atmosphere was silent for a moment, but someone suddenly said, "Alliance leader Qin, that spirit beast of yours is too powerful. Why don't you give us a chance? We'll send 5 beasts to fight you. How about that?" The one who spoke was the disciple of the Wu-Tang clan, Zhang Bei. He had a Class 2 magical beast, the colossal elephant, in his hand. He had spent 100 mid-grade spirit stones, plus an orange grade and a blue grade spirit weapon to exchange for it. Young Master Zhang Bei is right. Alliance leader Qin, why don't you let us fight first? The crowd started to make a ruckus. They thought that if 5 beasts fought at once, there was a chance that they could defeat the glacial snow mastiff. Qin Fen wore a solemn expression on his face, appearing to be deep in thought. However, he was inwardly overjoyed. He was worried that fighting one by one would be a waste of time. If he were to subdue all of these beasts, he would have to fight until the next day. After a moment of silence, Qin Feng said, 5 beasts against one of mine. You're making things difficult for me. Zhang Bei, a disciple of the Wu-Tang clan, quickly said, Alliance leader Qin, as the leader of the martial arts world, you have many spirit weapons and magic treasures. I believe that one spirit beast is nothing to you. Why don't you help us? Alliance leader Qin, it's decided. Everyone had fallen into Qin Feng's trap, but they didn't know it. They looked like they had been sold, but they still helped Qin Feng count the money. Qin Feng held back his laughter and said seriously, if that's the case, I won't be unreasonable. Since it's a gift, I'll give you a few more at once. I have a rank 1 spirit beast with me. I'll let the 2 of them fight together. You can send 20 beasts to fight together. That should be fine, right? Qin Feng's words stunned everyone. Everyone had a look of disbelief on their faces. They thought that there was something wrong with their ears. Roar! Just then, a loud cry rang out in the sky. Everyone looked up and saw a giant bird with fiery red feathers swooping down to the ground. Everyone's eyes lit up. Chapter 1296. Everyone was captivated by the flaming golden eagle. This huge, strange bird had bright and beautiful feathers, and its eyes were shining with wisdom. It was obviously not an ordinary beast. Compared to those beasts that only knew how to use brute force, it was much more powerful. I want this big bird. With it, I can fly in the future. I want to fly. Don't think too much. This spirit bird is mine. I have a rank 2 holy beast. What did Alliance Master Qin say? He will send 2 battle pets, and we will send 20 battle pets to fight with him? Quick, we can't miss such a great opportunity. Let's form an alliance first. When we get the 2 spirit beasts, we will divide them among ourselves. The crowd was stirred again by the appearance of the flaming golden eagle. Su Ruoro and Xiaoli walked over worriedly. They were familiar with the glacial snow mastiff and the flaming golden eagle, and they had developed feelings for them. If Qin Feng really lost, they would not agree. Qin Feng, stop playing. Those are your battle pets. Su Ruoro hugged Qin Feng's arm and said coquettishly. Xiaoli also echoed, Master, please think twice. Qin Feng smiled at the 2 girls, stroked Su Ruoro's hair, and said, Don't worry, I have my own control. Qin Feng did not want to tell the 2 girls about the beast fight. He was afraid that they would be worried if he exposed the spirit beast sect. Seeing that Qin Feng had made up his mind, the 2 girls did not try to persuade him anymore. They stood on the side and watched worriedly. The disciples of the sects outside the martial arts world had chosen 20 beasts. They were impatient to participate in the competition, as if they were afraid that Qin Feng would suddenly change his mind. Qin Feng was amused by their behavior. The Wu-Tang sect disciple, Zhang Bei, ran over and said, Alliance Master Qin, we are ready. Let's begin. Qin Feng glanced at the 20 beasts. They were quite a strong lineup. Among them, there were 3 holy beasts, a dozen fierce beasts, and the rest were the lowest level wild beasts. All right, then let's begin. Qin Feng revealed an awkward expression. The martial arts world disciples were excited, as if they were going to win before the beast fight even started. More than 20 beasts were chased into the beast battle arena. Fortunately, the beast battle arena was relatively spacious and was more than enough for these beasts to fight. The flaming golden eagles continued to fly in the air and let out long cries. The glacial snow mastiff's expression became serious. The combined strength of these 20 beasts was not to be underestimated. Roar! The glacial snow mastiff suddenly raised its head and roared angrily. It transformed into a green figure and flew up into the sky. It opened its mouth wide, and several ice spikes fell to the ground, instantly freezing the three wild beasts. The battle had begun. This was a battle between the beasts. The flaming golden eagle had already flapped its huge wings. Several fireballs fell like rain, igniting the surroundings of the Colosseum. It was a scene of a sea of fire. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Woo, woo, woo. For a moment, the beastmen's roars were like thunder, and it sounded like their hearts were being torn apart. The crowd was so frightened that they retreated more than 10 meters away. The 20 beasts finally came to their senses and charged toward the glacial snow mastiffs in a frenzy. Rumble! A male lion leaped up and slapped its sharp claws at the glacial snow mastiff. The snow mastiff dodged to the side and landed on the ground with its legs. It rammed into the lion's abdomen and sent it flying out of the Colosseum. The darkness lion has been defeated. Take it away. Qin Feng's voice rang out. Immediately, for disciples of Hero City came up and dragged the darkness lion into Hero City. The owner of the lion thumped his chest and stamped his feet, but he could only watch as other people's battle pets continued to fight. The battle in the Colosseum was incomparably fierce. There were 3 demonic beasts among them. Their attacks were as ferocious as those in the true energy realm. If Qin Feng hadn't set up a defensive formation in the Colosseum, the surrounding iron fences would have long been destroyed. Rumble! High up in the sky, the flaming golden eagle was fighting with a male eagle and a huge eagle. They were the only 2 flying battle pets. The male eagle swooped down from the sky. It folded its wings and screeched continuously. It was as if it was a sharp arrow flying toward them. The flaming golden eagle flapped its wings and suddenly rose dozens of meters into the air. While dodging the male eagle's attack, it spat out a ball of flames at the male eagle. The male eagle was smashed into the ground, unable to move. The soaring eagle has been defeated. Take it away. The battle pets were defeated one after another. In less than 10 minutes, only the 3 demonic beasts were left in the Colosseum. The eyes of the Colosseum elephant, which was the largest among them, turned blood red. It was obviously enraged. Its angry roar was like an earthquake. The wind surged and the valley shook. It sprinted towards the glacial snow mastiff, its 4 legs causing the ground to shake and crack. Even the glacial snow mastiff didn't dare to face it head-on. It hurriedly shot out a few streaks of ice at it. Crack! As soon as the ice formed, it was destroyed by the huge impact of the Colosseum elephant. It turned into ice shards that flew everywhere and hit the iron fences like bullets. Rumble! There was a loud sound that seemed to explode the sky. The glacial snow mastiff immediately jumped and fled after its attack failed. The Colosseum elephant couldn't change its direction in time and crashed into the iron fences. The fences, which had a defensive formation on them, were immediately shattered and a hole appeared. Roar! The Colosseum elephant didn't chase after the glacial snow mastiff. It madly rammed into the fences. The hole became bigger and bigger. Oh no, the Colosseum elephant is trying to escape. The martial artists immediately cried out in alarm. Zhang Bei's face was even paler. The Colosseum elephant was his battle pet. Seeing this, the other 2 demonic beasts also rushed forward. One was a storm wolf man, and the other was a 2-headed green panther. Rumble! With a loud sound, the iron fences were completely destroyed. The 3 demonic beasts immediately dashed away, looking like they were about to escape. The glacial snow mastiff and the flaming golden eagle immediately chased after them. The martial artists outside screamed in fear. Su Ruoro and Shaoli were dumbfounded. Only Qin Feng's expression was calm. He secretly activated the pure spirit blood in the blood demon armor. Instantly, the 3 demonic beasts that were running away stopped immediately. They stood rooted to the ground as if they had become stupid. Whoosh! The pursuing glacial snow mastiff dropped several icicles from the sky. The 3 demonic beasts and a large area of the ground were frozen. The demonic beast's consciousness was controlled by Qin Feng. They didn't struggle or resist. The crowd was disheartened. The Colosseum elephant, the 2-headed green panther, and the storm wolf man were defeated. Take them away, Qin Feng ordered. The three demonic beasts were dragged into Hero City. They would be taken to Xiao Shur. Xiao Shur would be the one to subdue the beasts. The fierce battle was finally over. The glacial snow mastiff and the flaming golden eagle were also injured. Qin Feng had already recalled them back to the system. The martial artists outside were still standing in a daze, especially those who had lost their battle pets. They looked depressed, as if someone had died in their family. There were still more than 40 beasts that hadn't been subdued. However, those martial artists didn't dare to participate in the competition. They wanted to turn around and run away with their battle pets. I didn't expect to win like this. I was so lucky. Qin Feng was a little embarrassed. He looked at the crowd with an embarrassed smile. The crowd didn't say anything. The disciples who had brought the beasts here held the iron chains in their hands tightly. They were afraid that the chains would be taken away. Ahem. 2 of my spirit beasts were seriously injured in the battle just now. Do you want to continue fighting? This is a great opportunity. Moreover, it's 20 beasts. I believe you can win this time. Qin Feng began to persuade the crowd again. However, after witnessing the power of the glacial snow mastiff and the flaming golden eagle, no one else was willing to participate in the competition. Moreover, 3 of the most powerful beasts had participated in the last battle. In the end, they still lost. The remaining disciples only had wild beasts and ferocious beasts, so they were no match for the beasts. Qin Feng tried to persuade them for a while, but it didn't work. He began to think of other countermeasures. At this moment, Little Pig's voice came. Master, why don't you let Pikachu fight? That guy hasn't broken through yet. He'll be useless if you keep him. Qin Feng had fused for battle pets. The black tortoise had dominated the sea. The flaming golden eagle and the glacial snow mastiff had dominated a region. Only Pikachu was the same as before. He only knew how to act cute and act dumb all day long. Little Pig's suggestion moved Qin Feng. Actually, the reason why Pikachu hadn't grown was because he had always been by Su Ruoro's side. Su Ruoro pampered him every day in serenity. How could this little guy have grown? My friend from the martial arts world, you're making me feel embarrassed. Qin Feng had an idea. He looked at the crowd again and said, How about this? This time, I'll take out a cute pet to fight with you. You can send as many beasts as you want. My cute pet doesn't know anything. If you defeat him, I'll give all the beasts I won to you. How about that? The originally quiet crowd burst into an uproar again. Alliance Leader Qin, are you serious? Alliance Leader Qin, why don't you take out your cute pet for everyone to see? I hate it. My battle pet has already lost. I can't participate in this round. Qin Feng saw that everyone's interest was piqued. He immediately grabbed Pikachu and brought him to the arena. Su Ruoro jumped in fright. She ran up and hugged his arm, saying, Qin Feng can't. Pikachu doesn't know anything. He'll be bitten to death by those fierce beasts. Pikachu was a battle pet that was fused from a cat and a mouse. He was born with a small personality. At this moment, his fur stood up as if he had been electrocuted. He blinked at Qin Feng with his large, watery eyes and clasped his paws together. His pitiful appearance almost made Qin Feng laugh. Pikachu. What kind of bird language is this guy saying? Qin Feng pretended not to see Pikachu's cute act and communicated with Little Pig telepathically. He said how could Master Bear to let him fight? He's Master's little cotton-padded jacket. He still has to massage Master's shoulders and back. Little Pig said. Qin Feng rolled his eyes. Ever since he fused with Pikachu, this guy never massaged his back. Instead, he often burrowed into Su Ruoro's collar. This made Qin Feng even more determined to let Pikachu fight. It's fine, Ruoro. This little guy is spoiled. If you don't force him, he'll never evolve. Chapter 1297. Everyone was stunned when they saw Pikachu. Was such a small and cute mouse really going to be used in a fight? Not to mention those ferocious beasts. Any random person would be able to trample this little guy to death. Alliance Leader Qin, are you kidding? Are you really going to let this little mouse fight? Alliance Leader Qin, I want to participate. You can't go back on your word. If this little guy loses, you have to give me all the battle pets you want. I want to participate too. I think Alliance leader Cheen said that this competition doesn't limit the number of participants. The silent crowd burst into an uproar. They stared at Pikachu like hungry wolves seeing a little sheep. Pikachu had already been thrown into the arena. He was so scared that he ran around and kept shouting, "Pika, Pikachu, don't worry, everyone. I keep my word. This is the last battle of today's Beast Battle Conference. Come if you want to participate. We won't be able to wait after the deadline." As soon as Qin Feng finished speaking, everyone rushed to sign up. Pikachu was just a little mouse in everyone's eyes. It was a matter of seconds to beat it up. The remaining 40 or so people with battle pets signed up. The disciples who had already lost their battle pets were extremely depressed. Soon, the registration ended. 40 or so wild beasts and beasts were sent into the arena. Pikachu was so scared that he suddenly lay on the ground and pretended to be dead. Haha, that little mouse is so funny. I really want to take it back as a pet. This little guy doesn't look like an ordinary mouse. It looks a bit like a cat, and its fur is very strange. I wonder what breed it is. I don't care what breed it is. It's going to be trampled to death soon. Alliance leader Qin has won over 20 beasts. There are even 3 beasts among them. They will belong to all of us in a while. The martial arts disciples were extremely excited before the competition even started. They even started discussing how to distribute the beasts. Suruoro and Shaoli stood on the side, their hearts racing. Qin Feng frowned slightly. He was also somewhat worried. Pikachu was really too weak. If it was in danger, Qin Feng would immediately recall it back into the system. Roar, roar. The 40 beasts roared as soon as they entered the arena. There were lions, leopards, tigers, gorillas, tortoises, geckos, and all sorts of other creatures. Those who didn't know better would think that this was a zoo. Gecko had already taken the lead and rushed towards Pikachu. Its speed was as fast as lightning. Pikachu, who was pretending to be dead on the ground, suddenly jumped up. His speed of escape was even faster than Gecko's. The crowd of martial arts disciples who were watching were so shocked that their jaws dropped. Holy shit, did this rat become a spirit? He ran even faster than me. It's useless no matter how fast it is. With so many beasts, we can block it and kill it. Everyone seemed very relaxed in this battle, as if they would win without a doubt. Pikachu was famous for its speed. Back then, even Qin Feng couldn't catch up to it. Adding on its small size, it darted back and forth among the beasts, making them dizzy. Roar! Many beasts were enraged and roared into the sky. A gorilla fiercely stomped on the ground, and the huge impact caused the ground to shake. Pikachu, who was running halfway, was directly sent flying. Another small red snake suddenly leaped up and spat out its tongue to bite. Swoosh! Pikachu was so frightened that he turned around and stepped on the red snake's head. He hurriedly flew to the top of another lion's head. The lion was instantly enraged, but it couldn't scratch the back of its head, so it angrily ran wildly. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. The roars around him were like thunder, but Pikachu's little heart was about to explode from fright. He complained to his heart about his master's inhumanity as he leaped in all directions, jumping from one beast to another. The scene immediately became a mess. More than 40 beasts were in a mess and ran around aimlessly. Many beasts collided with each other, and both sides were injured and fainted on the ground. Holy shit! What's going on? Exclamations came from the crowd. The battle situation in front of them completely exceeded everyone's expectations. Even Qin Feng was stupefied. He didn't expect Pikachu to be able to defeat these beasts while running away. Muffled sounds rang continuously in the arena. The beasts collided with each other, and the scene looked a little comical. Pikachu was already tired from running. His bristling fur was drenched in sweat and stuck to his body. He stuck out his pink tongue and panted as he ran. In a moment of absent-mindedness, his butt was bumped by a gecko, and he flew into the air. This time, Pikachu couldn't run anymore. He pounced around with his claws in the air, but he couldn't change his position at all. Roar, roar. The beasts instantly became excited and grabbed at the sky one after another. The martial arts disciples outside the arena also shouted excitedly. They had expressions as if they saw victory. Suruoro and Xiaoli broke out in a cold sweat. Qin Feng became nervous. He was just about to recall Pikachu back into the system when he heard Little Pig's voice. Master, don't be anxious. Spiritual pets need stimulation to break through. Wait a little longer, Pikachu can do it. Qin Feng was stunned. He didn't recall Pikachu. The beasts in the arena went crazy. It looked like they wanted to tear Pikachu to shreds. A giant ape-man reached out and was about to pinch Pikachu's small hind leg. Pico Pikachu. Whoosh. A clap of thunder suddenly exploded. The giant ape-man, which was 3 meters tall when it stood up, was suddenly electrocuted. Purple electric currents surged on its body, and it fell straight to the ground. The sound of the ape-man landing was so loud that it smashed a small pit in the ground. The rest of the beasts suddenly froze and looked at Pikachu in fear. Pikachu. Swoosh. The yellow shadow flickered. Pikachu's adorable face suddenly became serious. His speed was so fast that even Qin Feng couldn't catch a trace of him. Thunder crackled in the air, and the beasts in the circle were electrocuted one after another. Purple electric currents flickered faintly, and then a group of beasts fell to the ground. The martial arts disciples outside the arena were already stunned. Their eyeballs and jaws dropped to the ground. Suruoro and Xiaoli covered their small mouths. They still couldn't figure out what was going on. Qin Feng was also shocked. Only he could clearly see that these electric currents were released from Pikachu's body. This little guy seemed to have activated a hidden skill. It was actually of the thunder attribute. Master, Pikachu has successfully evolved. His hidden skill is 100,000 volts, which belongs to the level of heavenly thunder. It's as powerful as the lightning released by Master's purple thunder wild robe. Little Pig's explanation made Qin Feng excited. He was proud of Pikachu. He knew this little guy wasn't a newbie. Now he had finally grown up. Pikachu used both the wind speed and 100,000 volt skills at the same time. It was as if the wind was mixed with lightning. How could those 40 or so wild beasts resist the electric shock? In less than a minute, they were all lying on the floor of the Colosseum. The battle was over, but the martial arts disciples couldn't recover their senses for a long time. Although Pikachu evolved and became stronger, his courage didn't grow at all. Those beasts were electrocuted, but he was still running around in fear. He ran towards Suruoro. Pikachu, don't come over. You have electricity. Suruoro suddenly woke up and pulled Xiaoli to dodge. Pikachu pounced at Qin Feng with a wronged expression. Qin Feng was also afraid of the lightning on this guy. It was a lightning of the level of heavenly thunder. Even Qin Feng's current defense couldn't withstand it. Stand still and don't run around. Qin Feng shouted with his mind. After Little Pig translated, Pikachu squatted at Qin Feng's feet with a wronged expression. The electric current on his body gradually dissipated. Qin Feng squatted down and held him in his arms. Pikachu's emotions finally calmed down. He crawled into Qin Feng's sleeve and didn't dare to show his head again. Martial arts friends, I'm really sorry. I didn't think I would win this round again. That pet of mine can actually discharge electricity? I only found out today. Qin Feng glanced at the magnificent scene in the arena and then looked at the crowd. The crowd of martial arts disciples was furious. How could they believe Qin Feng's nonsense? They all felt that they were tricked by him. However, they were afraid of Qin Feng's identity as the Martial Arts Alliance Master, so they didn't dare to get angry in front of him. Alliance Master Qin, you're a little unkind, Sai. As the Martial Arts Alliance Master, you actually dug a hole for everyone. The moral degeneration of the world is getting worse by the day. The crowd complained in low voices. Qin Feng blushed, but he pretended that he didn't hear anything. The crowd of disciples from Hero City had already come over to carry the fainted beasts in a Hero City. Qin Feng chuckled and said, "All right, today's beast battle tournament is over. To show my magnanimity as the Martial Arts Alliance Master, I promise everyone that in the next 3 days, if you have any more battle pets, please bring them here. I will continue to fight with you. This time, I will definitely pick the weakest." Qin Feng suddenly stopped mid-sentence. He looked at the crowd and shouted, "Huh? Don't go. I'm not done yet. Remember to bring more battle pets here." The martial arts disciples left with a belly full of anger. They almost teamed up to fight Qin Feng to the death. This guy was really too shameless. Qin Feng's plan was successful this time. He subdued more than half of the beasts sold in Devil City. He even helped Pikachu activate his hidden skill. This made him very happy. The crowd returned to Hero City. It was bustling with noise and excitement. Almost 100 beasts were gathered together, and the disciples of Hero City were guarding them. Xiao Shi stood among the beasts and was using her mind to tame them. She had just reached the Emperor's stage, so she was the queen of all creatures. She could make the beasts submit to her. Su Ruoro and Xiao Li stared at the scene in front of them dumbfoundedly. Those ferocious and bloodthirsty beasts were like obedient lambs by Xiao Shi's side. It was unimaginable. Qin Feng, I have tamed these beasts. It will take some time to tame them completely, but I can guarantee that they won't hurt anyone. Xiao Shi ran to Qin Feng and explained the situation to him. Qin Feng wiped the beads of sweat from her forehead, patted her head, and said, "Thank you for your hard work. I'll send them back to Devil Beast Mountain in a few days. These beasts are used to living in the wild. Domesticating them is like taking away their lives." Qin Feng's words were exactly what Xiao Shi wanted. She looked at Qin Feng gratefully. If it weren't for the presence of Su Ruoro and Xiao Li, she would have hugged Qin Feng and kissed him passionately. Chapter 1298. After Qin Feng won the beasts, Xiao Shi spent the next few days taming the beasts in Hero City. These ferocious and violent beasts became docile and obedient after Xiao Shi tamed them. Even Su Ruoro and Xiao Li came to play with them when they had nothing to do. Another 3 days passed, and Qin Feng's injuries were mostly healed. Seeing that the beasts had recovered and were completely obedient to Xiao Shi, Qin Feng decided to send them to Devil Beast Mountain. At this time, Qin Feng received a message from the Qin Mansion in the provincial capital. Qin Feng hadn't visited Qin Mansion for a while, so he put aside the beasts and used the system's space-time door function to rush back to Qin Mansion. Standing before the gate of Qin Mansion, Qin Feng raised his head and looked at the magnificent and domineering courtyard. His heart was filled with emotions. Over the past year, Qin Mansion had undergone tremendous changes. Many things had happened between him, Qin Xiao, Qin Yi, and Qin Wudao. Fortunately, they were on good terms now, and Qin Mansion was growing stronger day by day. This made Qin Feng very happy. Young Master Qin, are you really back? That's great, that's great. Young Master Qin is back. I'll tell everyone now. Qin Feng was discovered standing outside the gate of Qin Mansion for a while. Instantly, the entire Qin Mansion was bustling with activity. Less than half a minute after the Qin family's guard left, a group of Qin family's main relatives swarmed out of the courtyard and gathered around Qin Feng. "Fenger, you're back." Qin Huang hugged Qin Feng excitedly when he saw him. Qin Shitian smiled and nodded while stroking his beard. Qin Feng's second uncle and third uncle were there. Qin Xiao was also standing at the side happily. Qin Wudao and Qin Yi had gone to Hero City in Acropolis City to help develop Hero City. A cute little beauty ran out of the crowd and held Qin Feng's arm affectionately. She was as clingy as his little girlfriend. "Big brother Qin Feng, you haven't come back to see Duo Air for a long time. Did you forget about me?" The little girl was Qin Feng's cousin, Qin Duo Air. Her big, watery eyes were like twinkling stars as she stared at Qin Feng. Qin Feng lovingly patted Duo Air's head and smiled. "How could I forget you? I've been a bit busy lately, so I came back to see you." Qin Duo Air pouted and hugged Qin Feng's arm, unwilling to let go. "Grandpa told you to come back. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come back to see me." Everyone in the Qin family was dumbfounded. They realized that Qin Duo was like a different person every time she was in front of Qin Feng. She was usually independent in the Qin manner and rarely acted coquettishly or cute. However, in front of Qin Feng, she was like a little girlfriend. She was Qin Feng's cousin. Qin Emperor felt embarrassed when he saw this, but a complicated and strange glint flashed in Qin Shitian's old eyes. He walked over and said, "That's enough, Don't make trouble with your big brother Qin Feng. His identity is special now, and he has many important matters to attend to. You should be content that he can come back once. Qin Duo Air seemed to have woken up. She saw that they were surrounded by the Qin family members. She was so shy that she immediately let go of Qin Feng's arm. She stood to the side with a red face and didn't say anything. Everyone was amused by her cute appearance. Qin Shitian chuckled and pulled Qin Feng into the house. Walking in the old house of the Qin Manor, Qin Feng felt the warmth and stability of a home. He was now the most powerful person in the secular world and the leader of the martial arts circle. He had to walk among the crowd of powerful martial artists every day, investigate the whereabouts of his mother, and protect his family and friends. The burden on his shoulders was extremely heavy. However, the moment he stepped into the house, he felt that everything he had done was worth it. The guards and servants of the Qin Manor greeted Qin Feng. He was the most powerful person in China. His presence made the servants of the Qin Manor feel honored. Qin Feng followed everyone into the old house. Qin Shitian had already arranged a banquet. The family gathered around the dining table, chatting and laughing. This feeling made Qin Feng feel as if he had been in another world. Feng, you didn't drink too much, did you? After the meal, many people drank too much and were carried back to their rooms by the servants to rest. Qin Shitian was old but strong. He drank a bottle of white wine, but he still acted as if nothing had happened. He looked at Qin Feng. Qin Duo sat next to Qin Feng. She had no intention of leaving. She looked like she wanted to accompany Qin Feng tonight. Grandpa, I'm fine, but you didn't drink too much, did you? Do you want me to take you back to your room to rest? Qin Feng said. Qin Shitian waved his hand. He had a heroic aura. This little bit of wine is nothing. When I was your age, a caddy of white wine was the beginning. Qin Shitian boasted about his heroic deeds when he was young, making Qin Duo laugh. Grandpa, I think you must have drunk too much. You should go back to sleep. Qin Shitian glared and reprimanded. Duo, why are you still sitting here? It's so late. Go back to your room and sleep. You can't stay up late. Be careful, or you won't be pretty. Qin Duo's little face wrinkled. She regretted talking too much. She held on to Qin Feng's arm and didn't want to go. I don't want to sleep yet. Let me accompany big brother Qin Feng. Qin Shitian smiled bitterly and shook his head. All right, go back to your room and sleep first. I have something important to talk to Qin Feng about. I'll ask him to go shopping with you tomorrow. Okay? Qin Shitian liked Qin Duo very much. He spoiled her since she was young. Qin Duo was a woman with good eyesight. Seeing that her grandpa really had something to talk to Qin Feng about, she didn't throw a tantrum. All right, Grandpa, you have to keep your word. I'll wake up early tomorrow to look for big brother Qin Feng. Qin Duo skipped away, leaving Qin Feng, Qin Shitian, and Qin Huang in the main hall. Qin Huang sat silently at the side, as if he had a lot on his mind. Seeing that there was no one else, Qin Shitian's expression suddenly became serious. Feng, I suddenly called you back this time because I have something important to tell you. Be mentally prepared first. Qin Feng's expression changed. He also became serious. Grandpa, did someone offend you when I wasn't here recently? Tell me the names of those people. I'll go teach them a lesson right now. Qin Shitian waved his hand. It's not what you think. Now that we have your prestige in the Qin Manor, who dares to offend us? Before Qin Shitian finished speaking, Qin Feng asked urgently. Then what is it? Qin Shitian sighed and glanced at the Qin Emperor surreptitiously. When he saw the Qin Emperor nod, he continued, It's about your identity, my past. Qin Feng had a confused expression. Is it about my mother? I've been investigating this matter recently. I've already found out that the Thousand Shadow sect is one of the Absolute Heaven sects. These days, the Absolute Heaven sect has come out of seclusion. I should be able to find them. Qin Feng's words made Qin Shitian and Qin Huang's eyes brighten. They didn't expect Qin Feng to act so quickly. But soon, Qin Shitian calmed down. Feng, this time I'm not talking about your mother, but your father. The more Qin Feng listened, the more confused he became. He looked at Qin Huang sitting at the side and said, My father, isn't he there? Qin Huang, who had been silent, suddenly raised his head and met Qin Feng's gaze. His eyes were filled with a complicated expression. Fenger, I'm not your biological father. I'm just your adoptive father. Qin Feng felt as if he had been struck by a bolt of lightning. This truth came too suddenly, and he couldn't accept it immediately. Dad, you're not joking with me, right? You're not my biological father? Qin Feng was dumbfounded. Qin Huang didn't look like he was joking. Actually, he had wanted to confess this to Qin Feng a long time ago. It was just that too many things had happened during this period of time, and it had been delayed until now. Qin Shitian didn't speak, and his expression was grave. Qin Huang took a deep breath and organized his words. That's right, I'm not your biological father. 20 years ago, I met your mother, Qingying. At that time, she was fleeing with you everywhere. I fell in love with Qingying at first sight, so I helped her adopt you. Qingying left after that. She was afraid that the people of the Thousand Shadows sect would find her and implicate you and the Qin clan. I haven't married until now, and I've always treated you as my biological son. It's because your identity is too awkward that your grandfather asked me to leave the Qin clan 20 years ago and develop my own business. We were afraid that the other members of the Qin clan would discover your secret. Once the news got out, you and the Qin clan would be in danger. You know what happened later? Now that I've seen you grow up and soar into the sky, it's time for me to tell you about your background. I've hidden it from you for so many years. I hope you won't blame me and your grandfather. Qin Huang revealed everything in one breath. Qin Shitian's expression was solemn, and he sighed from time to time. Qin Feng was stunned, and he even suspected that he was dreaming. He had always treated Qin Huang as his biological father and the Qin clan as his home. He didn't expect things to be different. The main hall of the old mansion fell into silence. The three of them each had their own thoughts and didn't speak. Qin Feng was trying his best to digest Qin Huang's words, and he finally calmed down. Dad, then where is my biological father now? Qin Feng suddenly asked. Qin Shitian and Qin Huang's eyes lit up, and they looked at Qin Feng in surprise. From the way he called Dad, the two of them knew that Qin Feng wasn't angry, and he was still a member of the Qin clan. Feng, it's my fault. I should have told you this earlier. As for your biological father's whereabouts, I can't find him anymore. However, I asked Qingying back then, and she said your father was a beast king. Qin Feng was stunned. His biological father was a beast king? He couldn't help but think of his special physique. He could refine inner qi, cultivate demon qi, and even corpse qi and poison qi. Back then, Little Pig had laughed at his body for being a septic tank. Now that Qin Feng thought it through, could it be that he had the blood of the beast clan in him? He was a beast clan? Qin Feng couldn't accept this. Master, don't worry. You're not a beast clan, but your bloodline is a bit special. Little Pig's voice sounded. Qin Feng hurriedly asked, what's special about it? I don't have a right to say that. Master can spend 5 million Hedonist points and let the system extract your bloodline for analysis. Qin Feng rolled his eyes. He didn't know whether he should be happy or depressed. Chapter 1299. After learning about his biological father, Qin Feng figured out many things. No wonder his body could cultivate all kinds of qi. With Qiao Shi's help, he became a spirit beast master in one day and broke through to the sovereign realm. No wonder Qin Yi, Qin Wudao, and Qin Xiao hated him so much. These three cousins probably knew this secret. Qin Feng thought of Qin Duo'er. That girl was closer to him than cousins. She asked him some strange questions. Now that he thought about it, Qin Feng understood. Dad, Grandpa, although I'm not of the Qin clan's bloodline, I have to thank the two of you for raising me. I'll continue to search for the whereabouts of my mother and father, and I'll still be a member of the Qin clan. You'll always be my father and grandfather. After a long silence, Qin Feng suddenly stood up and looked at the two with a heavy expression. Qin Huang sobbed uncontrollably. Qin Shitian's tears streamed down his face. They had prepared for the worst before telling Qin Feng the secret. They didn't expect that Qin Feng didn't blame them, and they treated Qin Feng as family. The three of them sat around the dining table and drank wine again. After they had told all the secrets, Qin Huang and Qin Shitian seemed to have changed into another person. They felt extremely relaxed and happy. This secret had been kept in their hearts for 20 years. During these 20 years, when had they ever had a good sleep? Feng, where do you plan to find your biological father? Qin Huang asked while drinking. Qin Feng's expression was grave. He had no clue as to what was going on. There was very little information about his biological father. All he knew was that he was a beast king. I plan to find my mother first. Then, I'll go with her to find my father. Qin Feng's expression became determined. No matter how difficult the path of finding his family was, he wouldn't retreat. Qin Huang's eyes became wet again. He drank a cup of white wine and said, "Don't worry. I'll go with you. Your family will be reunited sooner or later." Qin Shitian asked, "By the way, Feng, you said you found clues about your mother?" "Dad, Grandpa, the disciples of the Absolute Sects have come out of seclusion to train. I ran into the people of the Spirit Beast Sect in Devil City. The people of the Thousand Shadows Sect took Zhao Ling Xian away. I plan to find them while they're out of seclusion." After Qin Feng told them about the recent situation, Qin Shitian and Qin Huang were astonished. With their limited knowledge, they didn't know about the existence of the Despair Gate. Qin Ying didn't tell Qin Emperor about this either, mainly because she was afraid of implicating the Qin clan. Now, a brand new world of Huaxia martial arts was slowly opening up in front of the two of them. It was as if they had been reborn, and the more they felt, the more difficult and dangerous this road would be. Feng, according to what you've said, the disciples of the Absolute Door are all very strong. Even you can't deal with them. You must be careful. If there's anything you need Qin's Mansion's help with, you must let us know. We've always treated you like family. Qin Huang and Qin Shitian urged again and again. Qin Feng nodded. However, he knew in his heart that the absolute insect strength was something that Qin's clan could not fight against. Even the entire outer world of martial artists was not an opponent for the disciples of the absolute insect. He still had to rely on himself for these things. It was a good night of chatting. The relationship between the three of them did not become estranged from the revelation of the secret. Instead, it became more intimate. Qin Duoer ran in early in the morning. She was wearing a pink short skirt and had a butterfly hairpin on her head. She was young and charming. "Why you guys drank the whole night yesterday?" Qin Duoer ran here from Qin Feng's room. She found no one in Qin Feng's room, so she was stunned by the scene in the main hall. The three of them looked at each other and smiled. Their eyes hid the light of reaching a consensus. The three of them did not plan to spread the secret of Qin Feng's identity. It was as if nothing had happened last night. "Duoer, did you come here early in the morning to play with Grandpa?" Qin Shitian was amused. Of course, he knew Qin Duoer was looking for Qin Feng. Duoer blushed and stamped her feet. "I am looking for Big Brother Qin Feng." "Grandpa, did you drink too much? Didn't you promise Big Brother Qin Feng to take me shopping today?" Qin Shitian and Qin Huang were amused by Duoer's cute and shy behavior. Now that the secret in their hearts was revealed, they felt relaxed. They could tell that Qin Duoer seemed to be interested in Qin Feng. They didn't talk about it before, but now they didn't care. Since Qin Feng was not a relative of Qin's mansion, it was normal for him to be with Duoer. "You silly girl, how am I drunk? Hurry up and go play with Qin Feng." Qin Duoer was stunned. She felt that her grandpa and uncle were different today. It was as if they were two different people. But Qin Duoer couldn't figure it out. She didn't care and dragged Qin Feng out. Qin Feng had just found out about his biological father last night, so he was even more anxious to find his mother's whereabouts. However, seeing how excited Qin Duoer was, Qin Feng didn't want to spoil her mood. He decided to spend the day with this little girl. The streets of the provincial capital were bustling with people. Many couples were hugging and hugging each other. Qin Duoer hugged Qin Feng's arm tightly. Qin Feng felt a softness pressing against him. He didn't mind when he didn't know about his identity, but now that he was in close contact with Duoer, he couldn't help but feel awkward. "Duoer, what a coincidence." A cold but pleasant voice traveled over. Qin Feng looked over and was instantly shocked. Qin Duoer shouted in surprise, "Big Sister Qin Shui, you're shopping too?" Dong Fang Qing Shui wore a white dress and stood in the sunlight. She was as cold and aloof as a fairy that had descended to the mortal world. She raised her eyebrows and looked as if she had something on her mind. When her gaze fell on Qin Feng, her expression immediately changed. Duoer, I have something to do. I'll be leaving first. Dong Fang Qing Shui didn't think she would run into Qin Feng. When she saw this man, she felt as if her heart was being pierced by needles. Ever since Qin Feng ran away from the wedding, Dong Fang Qing Shui wanted to forget this stinky man. She thought she would gradually forget him as time passed, but she found that her longing and feelings for Qin Feng grew deeper and deeper. Qin Duoer reacted quickly. She immediately grabbed Dong Fang Qing Shui's arm and said, Big sister Qing Shui, where are you in a hurry to go? All right, aren't you friends with big brother Qin Feng? Why didn't you greet him? Dong Fang Qing Shui glared coldly at Qin Feng and didn't say anything. Qin Feng blushed and felt extremely awkward. At this moment, a tall and handsome man in a well-ironed white suit ran over. Qing Shui, don't walk so fast. I'll treat you to a movie. A hint of disgust flashed through the depths of Dong Fang Qing Shui's beautiful eyes. She didn't even look at the person behind her and said coldly, Who wants to watch a movie with you? Don't bother me anymore. The man didn't seem to hear Dong Fang Qing Shui's refusal. He shamelessly stopped her and said, Qing Shui, are you in a bad mood? Then I'll treat you to Happy Valley. You can ride a roller coaster and all your worries will be gone. Or I can take you for a ride in my car. My car is parked over there. The man pointed at the cool Ferrari parked on the side of the road. A large group of people happened to pass by and couldn't help but glance at the red Ferrari 911. Some people even took a picture and posted it on their moments, pretending it was their car. Dong Fang Qing Shui didn't even bother to look. She'd been annoyed by this man recently. Now that she bumped into Qin Feng on the street, she angrily turned and left. The man wanted to chase after her, but Qin Feng pulled him back. Don't bother Qing Shui anymore, or else you'll be in trouble. Qin Feng's actions stunned the man and Dong Fang Qing Shui. Dong Fang Qing Shui suddenly stopped and stood to the side. She didn't seem to be in a hurry to leave. The man was instantly enraged. He angrily yelled at Qin Feng, Damn you! Do you know who your elder is? You dare to meddle in your elder's business? Hurry up! And halfway through yelling, the man suddenly froze. He looked at Qin Feng with a nervous expression and said, Why, you're young Master Qin? Nowadays, everyone in China knew of young Master Qin's name. This was especially true in Acropolis City and the capital. Young Master Qin was the role model that rich young masters from all over the world fought to learn from. He was China's #1 hedonistic young master, and was even revered as a grandmaster by rich young masters everywhere. Qin Feng hadn't been in the capital for long, so he didn't know the man in front of him. Qin Duo spoke. Brother, this is the capital's Yi family. His name is Yi Zhenlong. He's a hedonistic young master who idles around and picks up girls everywhere. This time, he's most likely taken a fancy to big sister Qin Shui's beauty. Brother, you have to control him. Qin Duo had a good relationship with Dong Fang Qing Shui, so she naturally didn't want to see big sister Qin Shui being bullied. She knew that big brother Qin Feng had an illustrious status in China. A second-rate young master like Yi Zhenlong was like an aunt to him. Qin Feng didn't need Qin Duo to say anything. Qin Feng wouldn't sit idly by after seeing this. He indifferently looked at Yi Zhenlong and said, Go and apologize to Qing Shui. Don't bother her again. If I find out, I'll personally go to the Yi family. Yi Zhenlong was so scared that his entire body trembled. Qin Feng's name had already spread throughout the capital. Even the 4 major families, the Lu family, Yang family, and Sima family, were afraid of him. The Sima family had been crushed by Qin Feng and had fallen so far that they couldn't be found. However, after a moment, Yi Zhenlong's expression changed. It was as if he had become a different person. He smiled playfully at Qin Feng and yelled, Oh, so it's young Master Qin. I haven't seen you in the capital for a long time. I thought you disappeared. Qin Feng and the others were stunned by Yi Zhenlong's reaction. Qin Feng raised his eyebrows and said, Don't talk nonsense with me. Do as I say, or you'll regret it. Yi Zhenlong's heart trembled. He was still afraid of Qin Feng's power. Rumor had it that Qin Feng was the #1 martial artist in the secular world. He could kill him with one slap. However, he didn't back down. He stared at Qin Feng coldly and said, "Young Master Qin, I have no enmity with you. You don't have to be so rude to me. Be careful not to trip." Qin Duo Air's little face was full of doubt. She looked at Yi Zhenlong in disbelief. Chapter 1300. Qin Feng looked at Yi Zhenlong in confusion. He wondered if Yi Zhenlong was out of his mind. A muffled sound suddenly rang out. Qin Feng slapped Yi Zhenlong, causing him to spin on the spot. The place was not far from where Yi Zhenlong parked his Ferrari. The crowd gathered around the Ferrari as if they were waiting for a good show. Someone's fighting. It's so exciting. Fuck. Do you know who the person who was slapped was? He's the young master of the Yi family in the provincial capital, Yi Zhenlong. No way. He's Yi Zhenlong? I've always heard of his name, but it's my first time seeing him in person. That Ferrari 911 parked by the roadside is young Master Yezride. How dare someone slap him in the face? Does he want to stay in the provincial capital anymore? The crowd was in an uproar. Some people even recognized Yi Zhenlong. However, no one recognized Qin Feng. After all, Qin Feng hadn't been in the provincial capital for long. Most of the onlookers were ordinary people. Only the descendants of the big families and martial artists had seen Qin Feng before. The rest of the people had only heard of his legend. The crowd grew bigger and bigger, and the discussion became more and more exciting. Many people recognized Dongfang Qin Shui and Qin Duo Air. They were the daughters of the big families in the provincial capital. How could they bump into them on the street? You dare to hit me? You'll regret it. Yi Zhenlong felt hundreds of people pointing at him. He was infuriated. Qin Feng raised his brows again. He didn't understand where this brat got his courage from. Thus, Qin Feng slapped him again. Slap. This slap was so powerful that it sent Yi Zhenlong flying more than 10 meters away. He screamed in pain. Qin Feng didn't bother to look at him. He spoke as if he was talking to the air. "I'm warning you for the last time. Don't provoke Qin Shui again. Otherwise, I'll make you disappear from this world." Qin Feng's threat to kill in public scared the onlookers to death. No one recognized Qin Feng, but they were all guessing his identity. Who is this guy? How dare he be so arrogant in the provincial capital? He even dared to hit the young master of the Yi family. How could he be so skilled? Sending a person flying with one slap? Qin Feng ignored those people's discussions. After slapping Yi Zhenlong, he walked over to Dong Fang Qin Shui as if nothing had happened. "It's rare for me to come to the capital, and I haven't visited Dong Fang Yuan in a while. Is Elder Dong Fang at home? I'll pay him a visit." Qin Feng spoke courteously, as if he and Dong Fang Qin Shui were just normal friends. Dong Fang Qin Shui's expression didn't look too good. She coldly refused. "Grandpa isn't home, so don't come to my house in the future. I get annoyed when I see you." Qin Duo Air realized that there was a conflict between Qin Feng and Qin Shui, but she didn't know what was going on. Qin Feng acted as if he hadn't heard Dong Fang Qin Shui's words. He pulled Qin Duo Air forward. "I'll know if they're home or not when I see them. Let's go to Dong Fang Court together." Qin Feng ignored Dong Fang Qin Shui's objections and headed towards Dong Fang Court. He wasn't looking for trouble. Since he bumped into Dong Fang Qin Shui on the streets, he had to take her back safely. Not long ago, he gave Yi Zhenlong a beating. Qin Feng was afraid that Brat would come looking for revenge. If he left Dong Fang Qin Shui alone and something happened, he wouldn't be able to bear the responsibility. Dong Fang Qin Shui stomped her feet in anger, but there was nothing she could do. Qin Feng was still following her, so she quickened her pace and had the guards chase Qin Feng away when they reached the door. There weren't many changes to Dong Fang Yuan. There was a row of wide and heroic red brick walls. Inside was the Dong Fang Yuan old residence that occupied a large area. This enormous courtyard was awarded to Dong Fang Ming Wang by the Dragon Sect. Any member of the Nine Dragon Sect who became a marquis in China received a reward. Red Dragon's Dong Fang Yuan, Purple Dragon's Soaring Cloud Mansion, Blue Dragon's Redbud Pavilion, Black Dragon's White Phoenix's Dragon and Phoenix Hall. Divine Dragon was directly awarded the title of king and occupied the land of the Divine Dragon Mountain. With Qin Feng's current status and position, he was also awarded the title of king. He didn't take the land given by the Dragon sect. Instead, he privatized Hero City and Acropolis City as a reward. Eldest Miss, you're back. Is this young Master Qin? When the three of them arrived at the entrance, they bumped into the old butler who went out to buy something. The old man was shocked when he saw Qin Feng. This was the #1 martial artist in China's secular world. He even defeated the legend of Divine Dragon. Butler Lin, don't mind that brat. He's nothing, Dong Feng Qing Shui grumbled. She was very dissatisfied with the butler's reaction. Qin Duo Air finally understood that Big Brother Qin Feng had offended Big Sister Qin Shui in some way. Hello, Butler Lin. Qin Duo Air took the initiative to greet the old man. She helped Big Brother Qin Feng to ease the atmosphere. Butler Lin was too busy looking at Qin Feng to notice Qin Duo Air. Yo, it's the eldest miss of Qin Manor. Quick, please come in. Butler Lin didn't dare to neglect Qin Feng and Qin Duo Air. He led them into the old residence. Dong Feng Qing Shui stomped her feet in anger, but she didn't say anything. As soon as they entered the house, Butler Lin yelled at the main residence. Master Dong Feng, look who's here. A black shadow flashed and stood at the entrance of the main residence. Dong Feng Ming Wang's face darkened when he saw Qin Feng. You brat, how dare you come in my Dong Feng garden? Aren't you afraid that I'll force you to marry me? Qin Duo Air covered her mouth in shock. She finally understood. Big Brother Qin Feng ran away from the wedding? No wonder Big Sister Qin Shui was so angry. Ahem, Grandpa Dong Feng, I haven't visited you for a long time. Since I'm back in the provincial capital, the first thing I wanted to do was to visit you. Qin Feng purposely avoided mentioning the matter of him running away from the wedding. When Dong Feng Ming Wang saw that Qin Feng's attitude was good, he calmed down a little. However, he heard Dong Feng Qin Shui snorting coldly. TSK, you were shopping on the street and coincidentally bumped into me. I just came to Dong Feng Garden. Don't you feel embarrassed? Qin Feng blushed and looked awkwardly at Dong Feng Ming Wang. When he saw the old man glaring at him with anger, Qin Feng was worried that something bad might happen to him. Qin Shui is right. I was shopping with my little sister, but my purpose was to buy some gifts for you. I can't come empty-handed, can I? Qin Feng was impressed by his own intelligence. He was very proud of himself. Dong Feng Qing Shui rolled her eyes. She had never seen anyone more shameless than Qin Feng. Dong Feng Ming Wang said in a deep voice, What about the gifts you bought? Didn't you come empty-handed? Qin Feng realized that he couldn't communicate with the Dong Feng family anymore. He sent Dong Feng Qing Shui home and planned to leave. Grandpa Dong Feng, I won't disturb you anymore. Keep an eye on the Yi family. I taught Yi Jinlong a lesson just now because I'm afraid he might hurt Qing Shui. Qin Feng didn't care about Yi Jinlong and the Yi family, but he was still worried. It was never wrong to be careful. Just as he reached the door, Qin Feng heard Dong Feng Ming Wang exclaim, You beat up the Yi family? The others were stunned. They didn't understand why Dong Feng Ming Wang was so excited. Qin Feng pulled Duo Air and walked a few steps back. He said, I did. I beat that guy so hard that Mom and Dad won't be able to recognize him. Is there a problem? Qin Feng had beaten up countless rich young masters in the provincial capital. From Lu Shu, Yang Kan, Sima Xiang, to Gao Tianyao, Gao Feixiang, Liang Yu, Forgotten Sea, and other first-rate young masters. As for second- and third-rate young masters, Qin Feng had beaten up at least 80 of them. He had even forgotten about them. Today, he was only slapping the second-rate Yi family in the provincial capital. He didn't know why Dong Feng Ming Wang was so nervous. Why you really beat up the Yi family? This is going to be difficult. Dong Feng Ming Wang gradually calmed down. His expression became serious. Qin Feng was even more confused. He asked, Is the Yi family powerful? The Dong Feng family is one of the 4 major families in the provincial capital. Why would they be afraid of the Yi family? As for the Qin family, we're even less afraid of the Yi family. Dong Feng Ming Wang sighed. He understood what Qin Feng was thinking. In the past, the Yi clan was nothing. But recently, a powerful person came to the Yi clan. That person alone made the Yi clan arrogant. They didn't even put the four great clans in their eyes. Do you know Yi Beixian? Dongfang Ming Wang asked Qin Feng. Never heard of him. Sigh. It's normal that you haven't heard of him. Even I only heard of this name recently. Yi Beixian is only 25 years old this year. He is the direct descendant of the Yi family in the provincial capital. Rumor has it that he was taken away by a hidden expert when he was 3 years old because of his special constitution. He was gone for 23 years. Just a few days ago, Yi Beixian came back, and the first thing he did when he came back was go to Mount God Dragon and easily defeated the Dragon God. Dongfang Ming Wang's words stunned Qin Duo Air and Dongfang Qing Shui. They didn't expect such a big thing to happen in the provincial capital. Qin Feng was even more astonished. The Dragon God had stepped into stage 2. With the help of the Sovereign Peace system, it wasn't difficult for him to defeat a stage 3 master. A 25-year-old youth defeated the Dragon God? Wouldn't that kid be half as powerful as him? Why didn't I hear the Dragon God mention this? Qin Feng still didn't believe it. Dongfang Ming Wang said seriously, how could the Dragon God take the initiative to tell others about this? In less than a year, he was defeated by you and that Yi Beixian. Sai, you know what I mean? Seeing that Dongfang Ming Wang didn't seem to be lying, Qin Feng was shocked. A 25-year-old teenager had defeated the Divine Dragon, and this guy had been taken away by a hidden expert when he was young. Qin Feng's eyes lit up, and he immediately thought of the Extinction Sect. Perhaps only the disciples of the Extinction Sect had this kind of ability. No wonder Yi Jinlong was so arrogant. He didn't even take me seriously. Qin Feng suddenly understood many things. After Qin Duo Air and Dongfang Qing Shui learned the truth, they became nervous. Brother, what do we do now? Will that Yi Beixian or whatever give you trouble? Qin Duo Air hugged Qin Feng's arm, her eyes filled with worry. Dongfang Qing Shui was also worried about Qin Feng, but she stubbornly refused to say it. Boom! At this time, a muffled explosion sounded at the entrance. 4 guards flew into the inner courtyard. 3 of them fainted on the spot, and a stage 6 inner chi martial artist managed to speak. Chapter 1301. Rumble. As soon as the guard finished speaking, he fainted. Another series of muffled sounds came from the outer courtyard, and more guards fell to the ground in the inner courtyard. Dongfang Ming Wang's eyes were bloodshot. He was so angry that his gray hair floated in the air. Dongfang Qing Shui and Qin Duo Air were nervous. They were just talking about the Yi family. Who dares to behave atrociously in the Dongfang family? Come out and accept your death. Dongfang Ming Wang was the Red Dragon, one of the 9 dragons of China. The Dongfang family was one of the 4 major families in the provincial capital. Their power was second only to the Qin family, who in the provincial capital dared to disrespect Dongfang Ming Wang and the disciples of the Dongfang court. Now, the people of the Yi family had come directly to their doorstep and injured the guards of the Dongfang court without saying anything. This was the first time something like this had happened in the Dongfang family. You're the Red Dragon of China? You don't look like much. Do you think you can kill me with your mediocre martial arts? What a joke. Wild laughter exploded in the inner court, but no one could be seen. Dongfang Ming Wang frowned. His eyes flashed with seriousness. Judging from the sudden surge of unfamiliar aura in the inner court, the other party was obviously a powerful expert. Only Qin Feng's gaze fell on the roof of the Dongfang court's main residence. A white figure flashed by, and a young man in fluttering white clothes stood there. Hurried footsteps came from the outer court. Yi Jinlong rushed into the inner court with a large group of Yi family members and guards. Dad, Grandpa, that's the brat who beat me up. Yi Jinlong pointed at Qin Feng as if he had changed into another person. An old man and a young man walked out from behind him. The old man was the Yi family's old patriarch, Yi Jinxing, and the middle-aged man was Yi Jinlong's father, Yi Xinghe. Young Master Qin, you're so mighty. Yi Jinxing looked at Qin Feng coldly, as if he didn't care about Qin Feng at all. Yi Xing's expression was ferocious. He wanted to cut Qin Feng into 1,000 pieces. Qin Feng, don't think you're so great just because you're the most powerful person in the secular world. Do you think you can beat up the Yi family as you please? Dongfang Qin Shui and Qin Duo Air were frightened by the Yi family and worried about Qin Feng. At the same time, they were confused. Did the Yi family really dare to cause trouble for Qin Feng? Just how powerful was that Yi Beixian guy? What gave the Yi family so much confidence? The two girls scanned the crowd of the Yi family several times, but they still couldn't find Yi Beixian, who was rumored to be very powerful. Even Dongfang Ming Wang was puzzled. With his cultivation level, he still couldn't find Yi Beixian. This was Dongfang Court. When they saw that someone had come to cause trouble, dozens of guards surrounded them. However, the Yi clan members acted as if they didn't see anything. Their faces were filled with arrogance and disdain, as if they weren't afraid even if the Heavenly Emperor came. Your Yi clan sure has guts. Since you dare to trespass into my Dongfang garden, don't blame me for being impolite. Throw them out. Dongfang Ming Wang had always treated Qin Feng as his grandson-in-law, so of course he would stand by Qin Feng's side. This was also his territory. Without waiting for Qin Feng to make a move, Dongfang Ming Wang had already given the order to his guards. A few of them were Stage 8 Inner Qi Masters, and the rest were Stage 6 Inner Qi Masters. Such a lineup was quite powerful in the mundane world. Yi Jinxing and the others were ordinary people who knew nothing about martial arts. However, the Yi family members weren't nervous at all when faced with the Dongfang family's guards. Beixian, it's all up to you now. A sneer flashed across Yi Jinxing's wrinkled face. He suddenly shouted into the air. The Dongfang family's guards were stunned. They looked around and didn't see anyone, but a loud noise came from the middle of them. A white shadow flickered, and its speed was so fast that even Dongfang Ming Wang couldn't see it clearly. Muffled sounds rang out one after another, and in just a few breaths' time, more than 30 guards were sent flying into the sky like flowers scattered by a celestial maiden. In the end, they were scattered all over the ground of the inner courtyard. The air seemed to have frozen. Dongfang Qin Shui and Qin Duo Er's jaws dropped. They were stunned by the scene before them. Dongfang Ming Wang's expression became even more solemn. He finally saw the man in white standing at the front of the Yi family's crowd. He was certain that this man was Yi Beixian. "Who are you?" Dongfang Ming Wang asked. The man in white looked to be around 25 or 26 years old. He had an unruly expression on his face. He looked at Dongfang Ming Wang with disdain and snorted, "Humph, you don't deserve to know my name. I'm representing the Yi family to suppress the Dongfang family. It's your family's honor that my cousin, Yi Zhenlong, has taken a liking to your daughter. Now, betroth her to my cousin. Otherwise, I'll wash the Dongfang garden with blood." Yi Beixian's tone was arrogant. Not only did he look down on Dongfang Ming Wang, but he also looked down on the entire Dongfang garden. The Yi family members were so excited that they wanted to shout out loud. Before Yi Beixian returned, the Yi family was only a second-rate family in the provincial capital. Since when did they dare to offend the Dongfang family? Not to mention scolding and threatening Dongfang Ming Wang. Now that Yi Beixian was representing the Yi family, his domineering aura brought honor to the Yi family. "Bastard, how can a piece of trash like Yi Zhenlong be worthy of my Qin Shui? I'll give you one chance. Leave now, or don't blame me for being impolite." Dongfang Ming Wang was furious, but he didn't explode. He was afraid of Yi Beixian's skills. Yi Beixian came and went like a shadow. Dongfang Ming Wang didn't even know when he appeared. "Hee, you're impolite to me? Let's see if you have what it takes." Yi Beixian sneered. Suddenly, he turned into a white shadow and attacked Dongfang Ming Wang. His speed was as fast as lightning. In the blink of an eye, he appeared in front of Dongfang Ming Wang. Suddenly, he struck out with his palm. The air exploded as if a bomb had been detonated. Boom! Dongfang Ming Wang had no way out. He had no choice but to meet Yi Beixian's attack with his fist. When the fist and the palm collided, the ground under their feet cracked. Yi Beixian stood still in the crack, but Dongfang Ming Wang was sent flying. He landed in a corner a dozen meters away, knocking over the wall. "Grandpa, are you okay? Don't scare me." Dongfang Qing's face turned pale. She ran to her grandpa's side. Qin Duo's face turned pale. She knew how powerful her grandpa was. He was the red dragon of the 9 dragons in China. How could he be defeated by Yi Beixian with one strike? Is this the power of the 9 dragons in China? Looks like the secular world has really declined. If it continues to develop, martial arts will be completely extinct. Yi Beixian didn't even look at Dongfang Mingwang after he sent him flying. He kept mumbling strange things, as if he wasn't a part of the secular world. The Yi family was a little nervous at first. After all, they were in the Dongfang Garden. However, when they saw the current situation, their faces were full of disdain. "Stupid old man, I'll ask you one last time. Are you going to marry me or not?" Yi Beixian stood 10 meters away and looked at Dongfang Mingwang coldly. This distance was nothing to him. He could kill Dongfang Mingwang in the blink of an eye. Dongfang Mingwang was seriously injured. He couldn't stop coughing. He didn't even have the strength to speak. Before he could speak, Dongfang Qing Shui shouted coldly, "Don't even think about it. I'd rather die than marry you." Boom. As soon as she finished speaking, the ground under Yi Beixian's feet cracked. He stared at Dongfang Qing Shui angrily. You really don't know how to appreciate favors. If that's the case, I'll kill your grandfather and bring you back to the Yi family. You'll have to marry me even if you don't want to." As soon as Yi Beixian finished speaking, he suddenly struck out with his palm. His palm seemed slow, but in an instant, a handprint appeared out of thin air. A loud explosion sounded, shocking everyone. Dongfang Mingwang and Dongfang Qing Shui were sitting in the corner unscathed. There was a huge pit in the middle of the inner courtyard. "Beixian, that's Qin Feng." Everyone quickly regained their senses. Yi Beixian's palm was blocked by Qin Feng. Yi Zhenxing pointed out Qin Feng's identity. Yi Beixian looked at him with great interest. "Oh, you're the #1 martial artist in the secular world, Qin Feng? You're Yi Beixian?" Qin Feng asked. Yi Beixian didn't answer. He said, "I went to the Divine Dragon Mountain 2 days ago and defeated the Divine Dragon. That guy was too weak. He couldn't even last 100 rounds with me. I heard that you're slightly stronger than him. I hope you won't disappoint me." Yi Beixian didn't take Qin Feng seriously at all. His expression was full of disdain. He added, "Of course, I can give you a chance. Kowtow and admit your mistake now. Then, my cousin will beat you up. I won't pursue what happened before. It's your choice, huh? I think you're too arrogant." Yi Beixian's arrogance enraged Qin Feng. He roared and swung his fist. The Yi family members' expressions changed drastically. They could feel the airflow around them change, along with Qin Feng's fist. An unprecedented pressure surged into their hearts. Many of them squatted on the ground and vomited. Half of Yi Beixian's smile disappeared. He raised his eyebrows and stared at Qin Feng, who was swinging his fist. "Hee, you're quite capable, but that's all there is to it." Boom! Qin Feng's fist was swung. It was as if thunder and tiger's roar resounded. The fist wind in the air was so strong that it contained surging sword chi. The special Thunder Tiger Flying Sword Fist was unstoppable. In the blink of an eye, it reached Yi Beixian's chest. Yi Beixian lowered his body and slapped his palm forward. Boom! The fist and palm collided in the air. Qin Feng's injuries hadn't healed yet, so he had to take 3 steps back. Yi Beixian's horse stance was as steady as Mount Tai. 2 footprints were left on the ground under his feet. He stood straight and didn't move an inch. It seemed like Qin Feng was defeated in this exchange. The Yi family members instantly cheered. "Fuck, big cousin Beixian is too powerful." He pushed Qin Feng back with one palm. "That's Qin Feng, the #1 martial artist in China's secular world. Doesn't that mean Beixian is the #1 martial artist in the secular world? Our Yi family is going to rise. We're really going to rise." Chapter 1302. Dongfang Qing Shui and Dongfang Mingwang sat on the ground in a daze. They looked at the scene in front of them in disbelief. Yi Beixian even forced Qin Feng to retreat? How is this possible? As one of the 9 dragons of Huaxia, Dongfang Ming Wang knew very well how powerful Qin Feng was. He was an existence that had defeated the divine dragon. As for Dongfang Qin Shui, she had followed Qin Feng to River Central Demon City and even participated in the martial arts conference. She had personally witnessed Qin Feng single-handedly defeating numerous experts from outside the martial arts world and finally seizing the position of martial arts world alliance master. How could Qin Feng, who was so powerful, lose? Humph! A mere true Qi stage 2 ant dares to act all high and mighty in front of me? What a joke! Yi Beishuan's maniacal laughter rang out. The faces of the Yi clan members were filled with excitement. It was as if they could see the rise of the Yi clan. Dongfang Mingwang was shocked. He had never known Qin Feng's true level. Now that he knew that Qin Feng was at level 2 of true Qi, such an unreachable level seemed to be nothing in Yi Beishuan's eyes. Qin Feng stood quietly in the inner courtyard. In his heart, he concluded that Yi Beixian was also a disciple of the Despair sect. Otherwise, he wouldn't have such valiant skills. Qin Feng had a clearer understanding of the Despair sect. It seemed that the Despair sect was filled with experts, and any of the young disciples from the sect was a powerful being who had stepped into the true Qi realm. However, Qin Feng did not pay any attention to Yi Beixian. After that one move, he had already figured out this person's strength. Yi Beishuan's strength was much weaker than that of Spirit Beast Sex Ling Feng, and even that Elder Ling He. He had only just stepped into true Qi stage 4. Seeing that Qin Feng was silent, Yi Beixian thought that Qin Feng was afraid of him, so he became even more arrogant. Brat, I'll give you a chance to live. You're the #1 martial artist in China, right? If I defeat you now, you'll have to announce to the public that I, Yi Beixian, am the #1 martial artist in China. In addition, in the future, you will change your surname to Yi. When I am not in the capital, you will be a servant of the Yi family. You must protect the Yi family's stability at all times and unconditionally listen to my grandfather Yi Jinxing's orders. Yi Beixian was so arrogant that he wanted to take Qin Feng, the #1 martial artist in China, as his subordinate. Dongfang Ming Wang and the others were so angry that their faces turned pale. However, the members of the Yi family were all smiles as they shouted excitedly. Haha, Qin Feng, oh Qin Feng, you never dreamed that this day would come, right? Let's see if you still dare to act tough in front of me in the future. From now on, you're my dog. Yi Jinlong grinned. Qin Duo wanted to slap him. What are you waiting for? Kneel and kowtow to Beixian. It's your fortune to be able to follow the Yi family in the future. Yi Jinxing scolded as if he was lecturing a servant. Yi Xing straightened his back with an arrogant and complacent look on his face. However, before he could say anything, a gust of wind suddenly sounded out in the air, and several flames flickered as they arrived. Yi Beishuan's expression changed drastically, and before he could act, he heard cries of surprise from the crowd. Ah, old man is dead? The Yi family was suddenly in chaos, and the disciples were so scared that they took several steps back. In the middle of the crowd, Yi Jinxing and Yi Zhenlong, who had been so proud of themselves just a second ago, suddenly fell to the ground. Their bodies were stained with blood, and the air was filled with the smell of burnt blood. A few of the Yi family women could not help but vomit. True dragon? You don't scare me, wake up. Yi Xing's eyeballs dropped to the ground, and he stared at the scene in front of him in disbelief. Yi Zhenlong and Yi Jinxing were already dead. Their heads rolled a few meters away, and the wounds on their necks were already charred. This demonic method of killing made everyone feel suffocated. The atmosphere suddenly became strange, and the originally arrogant Yi family members were scared to the point of shivering. Qin Feng's newly integrated fire blade martial skill was extremely powerful, and his speed was too fast. Other than Yi Beixian, no one in the inner court knew that he was the one who killed Yi Jinxing and Yi Zhenlong. You dare to kill under my nose? I want you to die a horrible death. The arrogant Yi Beixian was truly enraged. Veins popped on his face. Although he was taken away by his master to the Dark Ice sect to cultivate when he was 3 years old, the blood of the Yi family still flowed in his veins. now that his grandfather and cousin were dead. How could he let Qin Feng go so easily? Rumble. Yi Beixian struck with his palm, and the air instantly exploded. A purple dagger flew out from the sleeve of his white robe, and with a flash, it instantly shot towards the center of Qin Feng's eyebrows. Swoosh! It was as if two balls of fire were burning as they carried Qin Feng into the air. The Yi family members were shocked, and they looked up at the sky in disbelief. They were all ordinary people, and they were scared half to death by Qin Feng's flying skill. Brat, you have a great sage gold equipment? Ha! I'm in luck today, and this pair of firestorm wheels is mine. Yi Beixian was stunned by the appearance of the golden whirlwind wheels. In the next moment, he exerted force from the soles of his feet, and in an instant he turned into a ray of white light and flew into the sky. Whoosh! The seemingly light and casual move of the sword quickly condensed into a long rainbow. The sword chi streaked across the sky like a meteor, and it fell towards the place where Qin Feng was floating. Rumble! Qin Feng punched, and instantly a thunderous roar and a tiger's roar resounded in the sky. The dense true chi formed a huge fist mark, and the fist mark was filled with turbulent sword chi. The two true chi collided in the sky, and the sound was deafening, as if thunder had fallen from the sky. The Yi family members who were standing on the ground were scared out of their wits. This was not a battle between humans. It was more like the descent of gods. Dongfang Mingwang was also shocked. It was rare for him to see Qin Feng fight with his full strength. Now, Qin Feng's strength was dozens of streets ahead of him. However, more than half a year ago, Qin Feng couldn't even defeat a stage 6 inner chi expert and was forced to hide in provincial capital university as a teacher. It was Dongfang Mingwang who secretly protected him. The solitary 9 swords was profound and exquisite, and the sharp sword chi forced Yi Beixian to retreat. His white robe was torn a few times, and some of his hair fell to the ground. Brat, you've been hiding your strength? Go to hell. Yi Beixian was battered and exhausted, and he was so angry that his lungs were about to explode. After he landed on the ground, he leaped into the air and swung his sword again. Whoosh! This time, the sword was obviously more powerful, and it cut the air in half. In the vacuum, a solid purple sword shadow was formed. It contained a violent aura, and it looked as if it was going to split the sky. Rumble! Another earth-shattering explosion sounded. Facing Yi Beixian's sword, Qin Feng stood on the golden whirlwind wheel and hovered in the air. He waved his hand, and suddenly, a golden sword chi that was 100 meters long appeared in front of him. The power of the golden phoenix was so powerful that Yi Beixian's expression changed drastically. However, his body was in the air, and it was too late for him to retreat. The sword chi landed on the ground, and a crack appeared in the Dongfang court's inner courtyard. Many houses and buildings collapsed, and the disciples of the Yi family who were slow to react were directly smashed into pieces in the explosion. Yi Beixian had already been hit by the sword chi, and he fell into a deep pit on the ground. It was unknown whether he was dead or alive. Qin Feng's sword chi had completely turned the situation around, and Dongfang Qing Shui and the others were dumbfounded. Big Brother Beixian is dead? The few remaining disciples of the Yi family hid in a corner and shivered. No one even dared to check on Yi Beixian's injuries. It's over, it's over. Once Beixian is dead, our Yi family will be completely annihilated. I told you not to provoke the Dongfang court, and not to provoke Qin Feng's prestige. The people of the Yi family were so complacent before, but now their intestines were green with regret. Qin Feng didn't care about these ants at all. With a flash of golden light, he landed at the edge of the huge pit. Yi Beixian lay at the bottom of the pit. His white robe was tattered and stained with blood. He no longer had the carefree and arrogant attitude from before, and his face was covered in dirt like a stray dog. Seeing Qin Feng standing on the ground, a hint of fear flashed through Yi Beixian's eyes. He was truly afraid of that sword chi. I really didn't think that there would be a true Qi level 4 expert in the secular world. Who are you? Yi Beixian quickly calmed down, and he began to doubt Qin Feng's identity. Could it be that this person was also a disciple of an absolute sect? Didn't you already know before you came? I'm from the capital's Qin Manor, Qin Feng said indifferently. You're so young, yet you're able to step into true Qi level 4. Clearly, you're also a disciple of an absolute sect. I'm from the mysterious ice sect. Which sect are you from? I advise you not to act recklessly. How about we end this here? When Yi Beixian came, he was so arrogant and domineering. He looked as if he wanted to destroy the Dongfang family, force Dongfang Qing, Shui to marry into the Yi family, and make Qin Feng a servant of the Yi family. Now he was asking for peace. Qin Feng sneered. Why would he ask for peace with Yi Beixian? With a slap of his hand, several fire blades fell and went straight for Yi Beixian's head. Rumble. A muffled explosion sounded, and Yi Beixian's palm flew up. Suddenly, the cold air on his body surged, and the surrounding temperature dropped to -30 degrees. A thick layer of ice formed in the huge pit, and a cold air shot towards Qin Feng's chest. Yi Beixian took the opportunity to jump out of the Dongfang court. This sneak attack was too sudden, and everyone was dumbfounded. Qin Feng felt a cold air running amok in his body. The cold air was so strong that he shivered all over, and he didn't even have the strength to chase after Yi Beixian. Brother Qin Feng, what's wrong? Is there ice on your body? Qin Duo Air suddenly woke up and ran to Qin Feng's side. The members of the Yi clan stared at each other and shrank into a corner. They were all depressed. Yi Beixian actually abandoned everyone and ran away by himself? Wasn't this guy too cowardly? Oh no, I'm afraid Qin Feng has been poisoned. Hurry and help him into the house. Dongfang Ming Wang was experienced and knowledgeable, and his expression was solemn. The mysterious ice sect that Yi Beixian came from mainly focused on cold techniques, and all the disciples had an extremely cold aura in their bodies. Because Yi Beixian was born with a cold constitution, he was chosen by the great elder of the mysterious ice sect and brought back to the sect to be trained. In the moment of danger, he used the sect's ultimate skill to slap the cold poison into Qin Feng's body. This cold air was so strong that Qin Feng, who was a true Qi stage martial artist, was able to withstand it. If it was an ordinary person, they would have frozen to death instantly, and an inner Qi stage martial artist wouldn't have lasted more than an hour. For the fastest and error-free reading, please bookmark this site for the latest. Chapter 1303. Qin Feng was poisoned. Qin Duo Air and Dongfang Qin Shui were at a loss of what to do. After they calmed down, they followed Dongfang Ming Wang's order and helped Qin Feng into the main residence. Without Yi Beixian's support, the Yi family members were scared out of their wits. Dongfang Ming Wang was seriously injured, so he beat the Yi family members one by one and threw them out of the Dongfang garden. The Yi family suffered heavy losses from this provocation. Elder Yi Jinxing and young master Yi Jinlong were killed. Yi Beixian escaped with injuries. After beating the Yi family members, Dongfang Ming Wang rushed back to the main residence. He was still worried about Qin Feng's injuries. In Dongfang Qin Shui's boudoir, Qin Feng was lying on a fragrant bed. However, he couldn't enjoy it right now. His entire body was covered in a layer of ice, and he was like an ice sculpture. Dongfang Qin Shui and Qin Duo Air were so anxious that their foreheads were covered with sweat. The two women found many blankets and covered Qin Feng with them, but this method of warming him didn't work. The layer of ice seemed very special and didn't seem to melt at all. What's the situation? Is Qin Feng awake? Dongfang Ming Wang rushed in anxiously. The two women seemed to have found their savior. Dongfang Qin Shui quickly said, "Grandpa, please save Qin Feng. Why is his body frozen? He'll freeze to death if this goes on." As a disciple of the Azure Moon Temple, Dongfang Qin Shui had also reached stage 4 inner Qi. However, she usually stayed in Flower City, so she didn't know much about the martial arts world. She didn't understand the situation at all. Qin Duo Air was even more confused. She had never practiced martial arts before. Dongfang Ming Wang sat on the bed and pressed his hand on the layer of ice. He tried to melt the layer of ice with his boundless inner qi, but it didn't work. Dongfang Ming Wang let out a sigh and withdrew his hand. This was within his expectations. Yi Beixian was a true qi realm expert, and the frost poison released by him could only be neutralized by a true qi realm expert. Dongfang Ming Wang was only at the peak of stage 9 inner qi, so it was impossible for him to melt this layer of ice. Dongfang Qin Shui and Qin Duo Air were watching anxiously. When Dongfang Ming Wang stopped, Qin Shui quickly asked, "Grandpa, how is Qin Feng? Why hasn't the ice on his body melted?" Dongfang Ming Wang shook his head and said, "I can't save Qin Feng. The sect that Yi Beixian belongs to should be one that mainly cultivates the Frigidine technique and can produce frigid qi attacks. Unless we can find an expert who cultivates the vigorous yang technique to help him expel the cold. However, I know that the Blazing Sun sect focuses on the Blazing Sun technique. The Blazing Sun technique can make their disciples' bodies as hot as fire. However, even the sect leader of the Blazing Sun sect is only at the middle stage of stage 9 inner qi." Dongfang Ming Wang's words scared the two women to death. Does that mean Qin Feng is going to freeze to death? Qin Feng could hear the conversation between the three of them. He had not lost consciousness and was in a semi-conscious state. Qin Feng could feel the coldness in his body, and he could even control his body's movements. However, his entire body was covered in ice, and he couldn't move even if he wanted to. "Little pig, when will this broken ice melt?" Qin Feng communicated with the little pig telepathically. "Master, this is ice condensed from true qi. It can't be melted by itself unless it's melted by an external force." Qin Feng was depressed. He wondered if he would be frozen like this for the rest of his life. The little pig continued, "Master, you can use the destructive fire to slowly expel the cold poison in your body. As long as you can expel the frigid qi from your body, the ice on your body will melt by itself." Qin Feng immediately got busy. This ice was too cold. If it continued to freeze, his brain wouldn't be able to take it. "Grandpa, do you mean there's no other way? We can only watch Qin Feng freeze to death." Dongfang Qin Shui looked anxious. She had pretended to be cold and emotionless in front of Qin Feng, but now that Qin Feng's life was in danger, she was more anxious than anyone else. Qin Duo Air's tears were already coming out. She had waited for big brother Qin Feng to come back to the provincial capital and take her shopping, but she encountered this kind of thing. She felt depressed just thinking about it. Dongfang Ming Wang's expression was solemn. He pondered for a moment, and suddenly his eyes lit up. "There is a secret method, but I don't know if it will work. I haven't tried it either." The two women immediately became spirited. They asked in unison, "What secret method?" "It's using a person's body to melt it. This ice isn't an ordinary layer of ice. It's condensed by a true energy stage expert. True energy is a form of spiritual qi. A person's body can automatically absorb true energy. As long as the qi on the layer of ice is absorbed, the ice will naturally melt." No one knew where Dongfang Ming Wang heard about this secret method. Qin Duo Air and Dongfang Qin Shui blushed after hearing it. "Grandpa, then why don't you try it for Qin Feng?" Dongfang Qin Shui looked at her grandpa awkwardly. Dongfang Ming Wang was shocked. He said with a disgusted expression, "How could I take off my clothes and hug Qin Feng? I don't have that kind of hobby." Halfway through his sentence, Dongfang Ming Wang suddenly looked at Qin Shui. His eyes flickered with a trace of a smile. "Qin Shui, why don't you try it? You and Qin Feng are engaged anyway. After you sacrifice yourself to save him, he can't go back on his word when he wakes up." Dongfang Ming Wang's head was full of petty thoughts. Qin Feng was so angry that he wanted to curse, but he was frozen and couldn't move at all. Dongfang Qin Shui's face was already bright red. Qin Duo Air clutched her hands nervously. Her eyes darted back and forth. No one knew what she was thinking. "I can't. I don't want to take off my clothes and hug that bastard." Dongfang Qin Shui struggled in her heart. She couldn't let go of her young Miss Pride. Seeing that neither of the two methods worked, Qin Duo Air, who had been silent all this time, suddenly said, How about I do it? Dongfang Qing Shui and Dongfang Ming Wang were shocked. They yelled at the same time, You do it? You're Qin Feng's cousin. Qin Duo Air's little face was bright red. She knew very well that Qin Feng wasn't a member of the Qin Manor and had no blood relations with her. However, Qin Duo Air couldn't tell anyone this secret. She pretended to be calm and said, It's because I'm Big Brother Qin Feng's cousin that I have to do it. Only the three of us know about this. Just don't tell anyone else. Dongfang Ming Wang slapped his forehead. He couldn't understand Qin Duo Air's thoughts. Dongfang Qing Shui struggled even more. She thought Qin Duo Air was forced to step forward. If she was willing to help Qin Feng, she wouldn't have put Qin Duo Air in such a difficult position, right? Forget it. I'll just let that bastard off easy. Duo Air, you go with my grandpa. I'll do it. After a while, Dongfang Qing Shui gritted her teeth. She was ready to go to the battlefield. Qin Duo Air was incomparably gloomy. It was rare for her to find a chance to be intimate with Qin Feng, but Big Sister Qing Shui wanted to fight with her. Big Sister Qing Shui, you're not married yet. It's not suitable for you to do that kind of thing. I appreciate your kindness on behalf of my brother. Let me do it. Qin Duo Air hurriedly ran to the bedside and sat down. She looked determined. Dongfang Qing Shui and Dongfang Ming Wang were dumbfounded. Why did it seem like Qin Duo Air couldn't wait to take off her clothes and hug Qin Feng? Ahem. Since Duo Air has made up her mind, let her do it. Qing Shui, let's go guard the door. Dongfang Ming Wang saw that Qin Feng had been frozen for a long time, so he didn't want to waste any more precious time. Dongfang Qing Shui was suddenly disappointed. The fluctuation of her emotions startled her. Why did she look forward to taking off her clothes and hugging Qin Feng? The two of them walked out of the room, leaving only Qin Feng and Qin Duo Air in the room. Qin Feng lay on the bed, unable to move. However, his mind was clear. He knew that Qin Duo Air wanted to take off her clothes to warm him up. Qin Feng was extremely depressed. He wanted to dissuade Duo Air, but he was powerless. In the quiet room came the rustling sound of clothes being taken off. Qin Feng felt a wave of fear in his heart. He was so scared that he almost made a mistake with the destructive flames. He hurriedly increased his speed, wishing that he could expel the cold poison from his body in the next second. However, the cold poison was very domineering. Moreover, it was planted in his body by a true Qi Realm 4 expert. How could it be so easy to expel? Just as Qin Feng was concentrating on expelling the cold poison, he suddenly felt his body being moved. He opened his eyes and was instantly scared half to death by the scene in front of him. Qin Duo Air was sitting on the bed naked and hugging him tightly in her arms. Achel, Big Brother Qin Feng, you're so cold. Qin Feng's entire body was covered in a layer of ice formed from true Qi. The temperature was -40 to 50 degrees Celsius, and it was so cold that Qin Duo Air kept sneezing. However, she didn't let go. She hugged the frozen Qin Feng tightly. Her expression was resolute, and Qin Feng was extremely moved. Big Brother Qin Feng, I didn't think I could hug you like this. Actually, there's a secret you don't know. We're not cousins. We're not related by blood at all. After Qin Feng was frozen, he didn't move at all. He looked as if he had fainted. Qin Duo Air mistakenly thought that Qin Feng didn't feel anything, so she whispered the secret in her heart. Qin Duo Air had hidden these words in her heart for more than 10 years. Now that she revealed them, she felt an indescribable joy in her heart. Qin Feng, on the other hand, wasn't so happy. He realized a very serious problem. Duo Air was a brother complex. Though Qin Feng already knew about his parentage, he still saw Qin Duo Air as a younger sister. He couldn't accept pushing this girl down, at least for now. Qin Feng was about to break. He activated the destructive fire with all his might, trying to expel the cold poison from his body as soon as possible. Qin Duo Air's snow-white skin turned purple from the cold. Her small body trembled, and her teeth chattered. However, she didn't leave Qin Feng at all. She hugged the layer of ice tightly, trying to meld it with her own body. Dongfang Ming Wang's secret method was true. Qin Duo Air could feel the majestic, true qi from the ice flowing into her body. However, as a normal person, how could her body absorb so much true qi? Soon, she felt like she was about to explode. Ah! Qin Duo Air suddenly screamed. It was as if something inside her had exploded. She was so shocked that she rolled off the bed. Dongfang Qin Shui and Dongfang Mingwang were guarding outside the door. They were shocked when they heard the commotion in the room. Chapter 1304. Dongfang Mingwang was afraid of seeing something he shouldn't see, so he stood guard outside the door. Dongfang Qin Shui ran in frantically and saw Qin Duo Air lying naked on the carpet. She immediately ran over. Duo Air, are you okay? Dongfang Qin Shui helped Qin Duo Air up. Qin Duo Air was still in shock. Big sister Qin Shui, I felt something explode in my body. What happened? Dongfang Qin Shui quickly grabbed Qin Duo Air's bowl and quickly understood. She heaved a sigh of relief and said, Duo Air, don't worry. You probably absorbed the qi in the ice and broke through to stage 1 inner qi. Qin Duo Air was shocked. She could break through like this? She immediately became happy. She was a martial artist now. It's over. The qi in my body is a bit messy. I feel terrible tossing and turning. I can't hug big brother Qin Feng anymore. Qin Duo Air quickly became depressed. She just broke through and needed to stabilize the qi in her body. If she absorbed the qi in the ice again, she might explode and die. Dongfang Qin Shui was a martial cultivator after all, so of course she understood the severity of the situation. Her beautiful face suddenly flushed red, and she spoke in a voice as soft as a mosquito. Duh, you should put on some clothes and go out. I'll help your brother. Qin Duo Air didn't think too much. Saving Qin Feng was the most important thing right now. She didn't have time to care about relationships. Then I'll have to trouble big sister Qin Shui. Qin Duo Air quickly got dressed and walked out of the room. Dongfang Mingwang was still guarding outside. He looked at Qin Duo Air and noticed that her qi had changed. She had entered stage 1 inner qi. Dongfang Mingwang was relieved. The beauty in the room changed from Qin Duo Air to Dongfang Qin Shui. Qin Feng felt like he was going to be tortured to death. He ran away from the wedding not long ago. If Dongfang Qin Shui took off her clothes and hugged him, their relationship would be inexplicable. Brat, consider yourself lucky. Acho! Dongfang Qin Shui was already sitting naked on the bed and hugging Qin Feng tightly. The ice was so cold that the temperature in the room dropped to below 0. It was as if they were in a world of ice and snow. Dongfang Qin Shui was shivering from the cold, but she clenched her teeth and hugged Qin Feng tightly. She thought Qin Feng had fainted and muttered a lot. Qin Feng, you really are a big bastard. Why did you run away from the wedding? Do you think I'm not worthy of you? Aren't you the #1 person in the secular world and the leader of the martial world? What's so great about that? I don't like you. Qin Feng, I've missed you so much. I thought I'd never see you again. It would be great if we could be together. The first few sentences were all curses directed at Qin Feng, but as the curses went on, they became soft and gentle. It was as if Dongfang Qin Shui had changed into a different person. Her cold and arrogant attitude had vanished into thin air, revealing the side of a little girl in her heart. She missed Qin Feng immensely and relied on him. At the end of her speech, the cold and arrogant first young miss of the capital actually shed sparkling tears. Rumble. At this moment, a muffled sound exploded from Qin Feng's body. Dongfang Qin Shui jumped in fright and immediately checked his body. She discovered that the layer of ice on his body had suddenly disappeared. However, there was no trace of water on the bed. The ice seemed to have disappeared into thin air and did not melt at all. Qin Feng, are you all right? Dongfang Qin Shui was pleasantly surprised. She looked at Qin Feng, who slowly opened his eyes and immediately asked. She forgot her situation and forgot that her naked body had been exposed. Qin Feng heard Dongfang Qin Shui's thoughts and blamed himself. He originally thought that leaving Dongfang Qin Shui was for her own good, but but he discovered that he was wrong. Qin Shui, I'm fine. Qin Feng's voice was gentle, and his expression was calm as he looked at Dong Fong Qin Shui's fair skin. Dong Fong Qin Shui excitedly threw herself into his embrace. Her eyes were a bit moist. It's good that you're fine, it's good that you're fine. Halfway through the hug, Dong Fong Qin Shui suddenly woke up. She pushed Qin Feng away, crossed her arms in front of her chest, and screamed like a dolphin. Ah, why you're still looking? You bastard. Hurry up and close your eyes. Ah, W, what are you doing? Don't touch me. Dong Fong Qin Shui finally realized her situation. She was about to escape from the bed when Qin Feng hugged her from behind. What do you think I'm doing? Grandpa Dong Fong already arranged for us to be married. You're going to be my woman sooner or later. I'm going to get some benefits first. Qin Feng had an evil smile on his face, and his hands weren't honest either. Dong Fong Qin Shui was scared silly. Though she remembered Qin Feng as a lecher, he wouldn't act so recklessly. In the past, Dong Fong Qin Shui looked forward to being taken advantage of by Qin Feng, but this guy never did that. Qin Feng's palms were warm and powerful, and Dong Fong Qin Shui was quickly powerless to resist. She lay in Qin Feng's embrace, and her little face was so red that water was about to drip out. She glared at Qin Feng with a huff and said, W, what do you want? Qin Feng's hands suddenly stopped, and his expression became serious. I said, you're going to be my woman from now on, so I'm going to get some benefits first. Dong Fong Qin Shui suddenly froze. She was an exceptionally intelligent woman, and she already understood Qin Feng's meaning. However, she still asked carefully, why you want to marry me? Qin Feng was deadly earnest and firmly nodded his head. Of course, we've been engaged for a long time, and you've been my woman for a long time. What? Do you want to go back on your word? Dong Fong Qin Shui felt like she was dreaming. She, who was always cold and noble, had slightly reddened eyes, and tears were already swirling in her eyes. What did she go back on her word? It was clearly Qin Feng who ran away from the wedding. Qin Feng lovingly stroked her hair and said with self-blame, Qin Shui, it was my fault before. I hope you'll agree to be my woman. I'll use the rest of my life to make up for my mistakes. Qin Feng's words were like a warm current that flowed through Dong Fong Qin Shui's body. The longing, loneliness, and sadness she endured during this period of time were all worth it. She originally thought she would never have anything to do with Qin Feng again, but in the end, they were still fated to be together. There was a knock on the door. When Dong Fong Ming Wang heard Qin Shui scream, he became frantic. He immediately asked, Qin Shui, are you okay? I'll have Duo Air go in and help you. Dong Fong Qin Shui looked at herself lying naked in Qin Feng's embrace and was so frightened that she immediately refused. In no need. Grandpa, take Duo Air to rest first. Qin Feng is already awake. It was suddenly quiet outside. Qin Feng was already awake. Dong Fong Ming Wang and Qin Duo Air looked at each other strangely. Since he was awake, why didn't he let him in to take a look? They quickly understood. When they thought about Dong Fong Qin Shui's series of screams, they were even more certain of their guess. That damn Qin Feng. Previously, he wanted to run away from the wedding, and now he's so anxious. I really don't understand how you youngsters think. He looked at Qin Duo Air and said, Duo Air, let's go. I'll take you to rest. Don't worry about your big brother Qin Feng. He's a jerk. Don't hang out with him too much in the future. Be careful not to be led astray. Qin Duo Air's eyes lit up. Dong Fong Ming Wang was in a good mood, but Qin Duo Air followed behind him gloomily. When she thought about Qin Feng and big sister Qin Shui doing in the room, Qin Duo Air was a little disappointed. She suddenly felt a bit regretful. If she had known earlier, she would have been the one lying on the bed with big brother Qin Feng. Inside the room, Dong Fong Qin Shui had already put on her clothes. Nothing happened between them. However, after this ambiguous moment, their relationship had obviously changed. Dong Fong Qin Shui was no longer indifferent to Qin Feng. She was like a little wife who clung to him all the time. The two of them chatted in the room for a while before they went to the hall downstairs. Dong Fong Ming Wang had already sent people to prepare a sumptuous dinner. All the important members of the Dongfang family were present. It was like an engagement banquet. "Big brother, why are you guys so late?" Qin Duo Air pouted and ran up to Qin Feng when she saw him. However, she saw Dongfang Qing Shui holding Qin Feng's arm intimately and staring at him. "It's nothing. We were just chatting in the room," Qin Feng said honestly. Qin Duo Air's big, watery eyes rolled around. She obviously didn't believe Qin Feng's words. She looked at Dongfang Qin Shui and felt that big sister Qin Shui was like Qin Feng's little wife. She was instantly unhappy. "Haha, Duo Air, don't ask. You're still young. There are some things you shouldn't ask." Dongfang Ming Wang walked up to Qin Feng with a smile and gave him an ambiguous look. Qin Feng was startled. He knew Dongfang Ming Wang had misunderstood him. He quickly explained, "Grandpa Dong, don't overthink things. I was really just chatting with Dongfang Ming Wang." Dongfang Ming Wang's smile became even more ambiguous. "Huh, I didn't say you guys did anything else. You're confessing without being pressed. All right. You young people are more open-minded. I can't control you. Don't be shy." Qin Feng rolled his eyes. He couldn't explain himself now. Dongfang Qing Shui's little face was already flushed, but she didn't explain. It was as if something really happened between them. The relatives of the Dongfang family came up to them. Although the Dongfang family was one of the 4 major families in the provincial capital, these relatives didn't dare to put on airs in front of Qin Feng. After all, Qin Feng was the #1 martial artist in the secular world. "Young Master Qin, I'll leave Qin Shui to you from now on. You must take good care of her." Dongfang Qin Shui's parents came over and held Qin Feng's hands with smiles on their faces. Qin Feng nodded seriously and said, "Uncle, Auntie, just call me Qin Feng. Don't worry, I'll take good care of Qin Shui." Dongfang Qin Shui's face became more and more bashful. Her heart was as sweet as honey. Qin Duo Air was forgotten by everyone. She stood in a corner and watched this scene with disappointment. Dongfang Ming Wang was a little depressed. Previously, Qin Feng refused to marry Qin Shui no matter what. He even ran away to avoid this marriage. But today, it was as if he had changed into a different person. For a moment, the relatives of the Dongfang family said good things about Qin Feng. Then, they invited him to the main seat for dinner, as if they were welcoming a son-in-law. Chapter 1305. The banquet was joyous and harmonious, and the topic of conversation revolved around Qin Feng and Dongfang Qin Shui's marriage. According to Dongfang Ming Wang, both of them would get married tomorrow. Qin Feng was shocked. It was not that he didn't want to marry Dongfang Qin Shui, but he had too many things to do recently. He had to investigate his mother's whereabouts and deal with the orcs. Dongfang Qin Shui was not angry this time. Instead, she understood Qin Feng's difficulties and took the initiative to speak on his side. Only then did Dongfang Ming Wang stop. When the banquet was about to end, Dongfang Ming Wang summoned Qin Feng. Both of them sat down in Dongfang Ming Wang's study. Dongfang Ming Wang was making tea. Qin Feng asked, "Grandpa Dongfang, is there anything you need from me?" Dongfang Ming Wang had a kind smile on his face during the banquet, as if nothing had happened. Now that there was only him and Qin Feng in the study, Dongfang Ming Wang's expression became serious. "Qin Feng, I want to talk to you about the Yi family. Grandpa Dongfang, are you worried about Yi Beixian? Are you afraid that he will come to the Dongfang family again?" Qin Feng's expression darkened. He had thought about this before. With Yi Beixian's strength and status, there was no way he would let this go. He would definitely come looking for trouble after this. Qin Feng wasn't afraid that he would come again, but he was worried that he would bring the other disciples of the sect. If he brought along a powerful great elder, Qin Feng wouldn't be able to beat him. Dongfang Ming Wang's expression became heavier when Qin Feng mentioned Yi Beixian. "Qin Feng, what is Yi Beixian's cultivation level? Where did he come from? How can he be so powerful at such a young age?" Dongfang Ming Wang was puzzled. Ever since Qin Feng reached the peak of martial arts in the mortal world, Dongfang Ming Wang found it harder and harder to understand the martial arts of China. "Grandpa, Yi Beixian is a disciple of the Extinction Sect. He is now at stage 4 True Qi. If he comes alone, I will kill him with my own hands. I'm afraid that he will bring the other disciples of his sect. Qin Feng said. Dongfang Mingwang was dumbfounded. He was shocked. Yi Beixian was only in his 20s, and he had already reached stage 4 of True Qi. Looking at the 9 dragons and 5 tigers in China's mortal world, they were already in their 40s, but they couldn't even enter the True Qi realm. What's a unique gate? Dongfang Mingwang was confused. Nowadays, the martial arts world of Huaxia was divided into the secular world and the outer martial arts world. The Eastern Wisdom King only knew about the outer martial arts world, but he had never really entered the core area of the outer martial arts world. Back then, even the 12 higher peaks of Dragon Gate did not dare to enter the outer martial arts world. They even forcefully sent Qin Feng to the outer martial arts world to gather information so that he could become the alliance master of the martial arts world. Dongfang Mingwang's eyes almost popped out of their sockets when Qin Feng finished his explanation. I really didn't expect that this is the real Huaxia Wulin, the secular world, the outer hidden sex, the inner hidden sex, and the ultimate sex. This is an eye-opener for me. Dongfang Mingwang was one of the 9 dragons of Huaxia, but now he looked like he had just stepped into the threshold of Huaxia's cultivation world. If this scene was seen by martial artists in the mortal world, their eyes would definitely pop out of their sockets. Qin Feng understood Dongfang Mingwang's feelings very well. When he first came into contact with martial artists and stepped into the outer martial arts world and learned about the ultimate sex, he was just as shocked as Dongfang Mingwang was at this moment. If that's the case, the people from the ultimate sex are the real masters of martial arts. Now that many of them have come out of sects to train, the martial artists in the mortal world are like ants to them. If Yi Beixian finds his fellow disciples to cause trouble, we won't be able to fight back at all. Dongfang Mingwang finally realized the crisis this time. It was much more troublesome than he thought. He had been famous in the secular world for a long time, but this was the first time he felt so powerless. Qin Feng had been worried about this for a long time, but he was not afraid of the people from the ultimate sections. Although these people were strong, if they really provoked Qin Feng still had the trump card star technology. He could put on the Black Dragon mechanical armor and kill them with a Wind and Cloud Demon Cannon and Fire Cloud Cannon. After this conversation, Dongfang Mingwang's mood became heavy. Qin Feng could not reveal the secret of the system, so he could only comfort the old man and tell him not to worry too much. If Yi Beixian really did come here recklessly, Qin Feng would definitely not let him go back. Since Qin Feng and Dongfang Qing Shui's relationship was getting better, he stayed in Dongfang Mansion for a few days. He was with Dongfang Qing Shui day and night. Qin Duo could not stand it anymore. She ran back to Qin Manor the next day. On the 3rd day, Qin Feng received a message from Xiao Shi. Qin Feng, there's a situation. Xiao Shi talked to Qin Feng privately through the communication function of the Hero Alliance. She had been investigating the whereabouts of the Spirit Beast sect and finally found something. The disciples of the Spirit Beast sect went to Devil Beast Mountain. What should we do now? Xiao Shi sounded anxious. She was eager to take revenge and rescue her second uncle, Xiao Gong. Qin Feng immediately became serious. Now that he had fully recovered, he wanted to find the people of the Spirit Beast sect for revenge. Don't worry, Shi. I'll go back now and bring the beast to Devil Beast Mountain. After Qin Feng made a plan, Xiao Shi calmed down a little. She did not know why, but as long as Qin Feng was with her, she felt that there was nothing she couldn't do. After calming Xiao Shi down, Qin Feng explained the situation to Dongfang Qing Shui. Qin Feng had lived a carefree life in Dongfang Mansion for 2 days. He enjoyed this kind of life very much. Although he was reluctant to leave, he had to continue on the arduous path of finding his family and taking revenge. All the important relatives of the Dongfang family sent him off personally. Dongfang Qing Shui asked to accompany Qin Feng to Devil Beast Mountain several times, but he rejected her every time. This time, He was going to face the people of the Spirit Beast sect. To be honest, Qin Feng was not confident that he could come back alive. How could he bring Qin Shui with him? After bidding farewell to Dongfeng Mansion, Qin Feng returned to Qin Manor. After bidding farewell to the Qin family, he used the space-time portal to return to Hero City in the outer martial world. Xiao Shi had been waiting for him at the city gate. When she saw Qin Feng, she rushed to him and said, "Qin Feng, let's go now." Qin Feng was not in a hurry to depart. This was a battle with his back to the wall, so he had to be prepared. "Don't worry, sure. We'll stay in Hero City for one night. I'll bring you to Devil Beast Mountain tomorrow morning." Qin Feng had the space-time portal, so he could bring Xiao Shi to Devil Beast Mountain in an instant. He planned to use this night to stabilize his realm and study the system to see if there were any skills, equipment, or skills that could be improved. The two of them arrived at the Cave of Immortal Ascension. Shaoli, Su Ruoro, and Xiuya also rushed over. Qin Feng locked himself in the depths of the Cave of Immortal Ascension. The four women guarded outside, so that no one would disturb him. "Little pig, how many hedonist points do I need to break through my current realm?" Qin Feng sat cross-legged on a large rock. He had fought with Ling Feng before. That guy was at least true Qi Stage 5. Qin Feng had to increase his realm, or else he would have been able to kill that guy. Moreover, the Spirit Beast sect had Elder Ling He. Qin Feng could not see through that old man's strength. "Master, the Cave of Immortal Ascension is supported by the Earth's core formation, so the density of spiritual energy here is 50 times that of the outside world. It's comparable to the density of spiritual energy in the Heavenly Pavilion of Immortal Ascension. Master can only cultivate in the Heavenly Pavilion of Immortal Ascension. The density of spiritual energy in the Heavenly Pavilion of Immortal Ascension is 80 times that of the outside world, and it costs 3 hedonist points per second. It will take you at least half a month to break through to True Qi Stage 3, so you'll need 88 million hedonist points. Master can upgrade the Heavenly Pavilion of Immortal Ascension from the Heavenly Pavilion of Immortal Ascension to the Heavenly Pavilion of Immortal Ascension. That way, the density of spiritual energy in the Heavenly Pavilion of Immortal Ascension will be 120 times that of the outside world. Master will only need 8 days and 8 nights to level up, but it will cost 200,000 hedonist points to activate the Heavenly Pavilion of Immortal Ascension, and it will cost 4 hedonist points per second to cultivate. The price will be even higher, so Master won't have enough hedonist points." Qin Feng rolled his eyes and grumbled, "Why did you talk to me for so long? Are you trying to piss me off?" Little Pig pouted and said, "I'm giving Master a comprehensive analysis. What if Master says I'm slacking off?" Qin Feng was at his wit's end with this cute little pig. He said, "Just tell me the most effective method. It's impossible for Master to break through in a short period of time. You can only increase your strength by upgrading your equipment, cultivation techniques, and martial skills. Oh right, when Master became a rank 7 hedonist mortal, you haven't used the 3 free lottery chances yet. You could try your luck." Little Pig became excited. He seemed to be very interested in the lottery. Qin Feng had forgotten about the 3 lottery chances. He was full of expectations. One had to know that the sovereign skill, Vajra Esoteric Art, was obtained through the lottery. "Draw for me." Qin Feng moved his mind, and the interface of the lottery machine appeared in his mind. The lottery machine began to rotate. There were pictures of all kinds of items on it. Cultivation techniques, spiritual equipment, medicinal pills, martial skills, and so on. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng. You've won 100,000 hedonist points for the free lottery draw. Qin Feng was stunned. This was the first time he had 1 hedonist points. However, 100,000 hedonist points could not solve his urgent problem. Continue. The large lottery will spun rapidly again and gradually stopped. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng. You've won 100,000 hedonist points for the free lottery draw. 1 lucky stone. The system notification sounded. This time, Qin Feng still did not get anything useful. Looking at the last lottery chance left, Qin Feng became somewhat nervous. He took a deep breath and said, "Draw rumble." This time, The situation was not right. When the lottery machine spun, there was a sudden flash of lightning. The items on the lottery machine also changed. It was as if a new batch of prizes had been changed. The items glowed with a golden light. Every one of them was an incredible divine equipment or martial skill. Little Pig, what's going on? Qin Feng was shocked. Little Pig also opened his small mouth and said with a dumbfounded expression, "Damn. Master, your luck has exploded. The lottery has a very small chance of entering the super lottery mode. It's like winning the lottery. In this mode, the quality of the prizes is increased by 100 times. They are all gold quality spiritual equipment, sovereign level cultivation techniques, divine level martial skills, and super hidden interfaces." Chapter 1306. Qin Feng stared at the wheel expectantly as the needle slowly stopped. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng. You have obtained the God Weapon interface through Super Lottery mode. Host Qin Feng has used up all 3 lottery chances. Host Qin Feng has a total of 1,449,000 Hedonist points. Host Qin Feng is looking forward to breaking through to Hedonist Master. Qin Feng looked at the God Weapon interface as the system beeped continuously. God Weapon interface. You can create your own God Weapon by fusing all kinds of spiritual weapons. After some research, Qin Feng discovered that the God Weapon interface and the Divine Skill interface were a pair of sibling interfaces. Their effects were roughly the same, but one was fusing God Weapon while the other was fusing Divine Skill interface. Qin Feng had fused the Divine Skill interface with the Fire Blade and the special Grade Thunder Tiger Flying Sword Fist, so he knew how powerful the Divine Skill interface was. It seemed like the God Weapon interface would not disappoint him. Master, fuse quickly. Hurry up. Little Pig could not wait any longer. It jumped onto Qin Feng's shoulder and scratched his face with its little paws. Qin Feng looked through the spiritual weapons he had. Since he was going to fuse a God Weapon, the grade of the spiritual weapons he fused could not be too low. Qin Feng planned to use at least pink grade spiritual weapons to fuse with the God Weapon. That way, there were not many spiritual weapons to choose from. Rare pink grade Cosmic Flying Sword, Moon Sorrow, Soul Severing Sword, Golden Phoenix, and Whirlwind Golden Wheel. Among the 5 spiritual weapons, 3 were swords, 1 was a broadsword, and the last one was a flying spiritual weapon. Each of them had their own unique characteristics. The Cosmic Flying Sword was a flying spiritual weapon that could be used to kill people. The Golden Phoenix was Qin Feng's main broadsword, and the Soul Severing Sword was special. It specialized in killing demons and spirits. If he fused these 5 spiritual weapons, it would not be worth it even if he fused them into a more powerful weapon. Master, you can fuse the 6 godly sword from Japan. Little Pig shouted excitedly. Qin Feng's eyes lit up. During the battle on the island not long ago, he had killed 6 godly ninjas of Japan by himself, and the godly swords in their hands were taken by Qin Feng. With a thought, 6 godly sabers of different shapes and lengths appeared in the cave. Qin Feng glanced at them and saw a ghost saber, yin yang, flowing cloud, heaven slash, double-edged slash, and gale lying quietly under his feet. The 6 Japanese godly swords were all of the rare pink grade. The bodies of the swords exuded a dense spiritual energy and an ancient aura. Qin Feng looked at the 6 divine blades with admiration. With a thought, he threw them into the divine weapon interface. Ding! The fusion will cost 100,000 Hedonist points. Would the host like to continue? The system's notification sounded. Before Qin Feng could reply, Little Pig suddenly yelled, "Master, put in the lucky stone that you just got from the lottery. It can increase the grade of the equipment after fusion." Qin Feng hurriedly threw in the fortune stone. Now, everything was ready. With a thought, 100,000 Hedonist points disappeared. The interface of the divine weapon shook, and a rainbow light suddenly rose up. Qin Feng's eyes glimmered as he looked at the red spear suspended in the air above the cave. The spear was more than 2 meters long, and its entire body was blood red. There were some ancient runes on the body of the spear, and the spearhead was extremely sharp, as if it contained a world-destroying aura. What equipment is this? Qin Feng's voice trembled. He could feel that the spear before him was even more powerful than the Golden Phoenix. Little Pig exclaimed, "Master, you're going to be rich. This is a Crimson Devil Red equipment, a rainbow demon storm spear that can pierce through anything." Qin Feng was shocked. He never thought that he would be able to fuse a Crimson Devil Red equipment. It was a grade higher than the Great Sage Gold equipment, and it was only inferior to the Destructive Dark equipment. Rumble! Qin Feng leaped into the air, grabbed the rainbow demon storm spear, and thrust it through the air. A loud explosion rang out, and the entire cave shook violently. It felt like it was going to collapse at any moment. With the spear in hand, Qin Feng felt the power of heaven and earth condensing in his hand. With a simple thrust, thousands of red spear shadows appeared in front of him. The violent aura contained in the spear left Qin Feng speechless. "Qin Feng, what's going on? The Immortal Ascension Cave is going to collapse." "Qin Feng, run." It was just a simple thrust, but it pierced through the entire Immortal Ascension Cave. The entire valley shook violently, and the 4 women who were guarding outside screamed in fear. Xiaoya and Su Ruoro rushed in first. Qin Feng never thought that the Rainbow Demon Storm Spear would be so powerful. He quickly stored it in the system and didn't dare to use it carelessly. Su Ruoro and Xiaoya rushed into his arms. They each grabbed one of Qin Feng's arms and dragged him out of the cave. "Qin Feng, don't just stand there. Run." Why did the cave suddenly shake and collapse? Could it be that there are enemies outside? The 2 women were flustered, and they had no idea what was going on. At this time, Xiao Li and Xiao Shishir also rushed in with great difficulty. Qin Feng felt gloomy. He quickly comforted the women. "Ruoro, don't be afraid. I was practicing and accidentally pierced through the cave. Let it shake on its own." The 4 women were stunned, and they looked at Qin Feng with gloomy faces. "You scared me to death. Isn't your practice a little too violent? Have you broken through?" Su Ruoro patted her chest and asked. The other 3 women heaved a sigh of relief. They were afraid that something bad would happen to Qin Feng. "I haven't broken through yet. You guys can leave first. I'm going to practice for a while, and I might break through soon." Qin Feng had just merged with the Rainbow Demon Storm Spear, so he planned to study other things in the system. The 4 women left the cave with peace of mind when they saw that Qin Feng was fine. Qin Feng was speechless when he looked at the messy cave. The Rainbow Demon Storm Spear was so powerful that it could cause such a huge commotion with just a simple thrust. Qin Feng sat cross-legged in the cave again. He didn't take out the Rainbow Demon Storm Spear again. He was afraid that the Immortal Ascension Cave would collapse if he used the spear again. Ding. The Hedonist Sovereign System has issued a quest. Forge the 2nd Celestial Artifact in the out-of-print realm. Quest time limit, 6 months. If the quest is completed successfully, the system will reward you with 200,000 Hedonist points and a hummingbird fighter from Star Technology. If the quest is failed, 400,000 Hedonist points will be deducted, and all the items obtained from Star Technology will be taken back. Qin Feng had just entered the system when he received a new quest. He carefully checked the quest reward and found a hummingbird fighter from Star Technology. This item immediately piqued Qin Feng's interest. After he obtained the Fire Cloud Cannon and the Wind and Cloud Mad Demon Cannon, he deeply experienced the power of Star Technology's battle equipment. The Sovereign Mecha system that he had devoured before was also incomparably powerful. The Black Dragon Mecha was also part of the Star Technology's battle equipment. If he could have a Star Technology battle equipment, the current battle equipment on Earth would be nothing more than ants. Qin Feng hurriedly opened the out-of-print interface. This interface had a few pages, and the items inside were things that couldn't be found in the Hedonist Sovereign System. So Qin Feng needed to find the materials to synthesize them. The first page had already lit up. It was the Galaxy Flying Sword that Qin Feng had synthesized. That night, there were still 2 pages that were in a gray state. He could only enter the second page after unlocking and synthesizing the first page. Golden Rock Celestial Armor? Qin Feng looked at the second out-of-print interface. It was a gold-grade spiritual armor. Unlocking the Golden Rock Celestial Armor required 200,000 Hedonist points. When Qin Feng fought young Master Hua, the owner of the sovereign mecha system in South Africa, his purple-black tortoise shield and purple thunder wild robe were destroyed. Now, he only had 2 battle armors left, the Blood Demon armor and the Black Dragon mecha. Moreover, these 2 battle armors were not mainly for defense. The Blood Demon armor mainly stimulated the pure spiritual blood of super demonic beasts, which was very useful in battles against beasts. The Black Dragon mecha mainly focused on attack. Its laser bullets and homing bullets could make stage 4 and below venerables unable to escape. This meant that Qin Feng lacked a powerful defensive spiritual armor, and this Golden Rock Celestial armor was exactly what he needed. Ding! Congratulations to host Qin Feng for spending 200,000 Hedonist points to successfully unlock the second celestial equipment in the out-of-print interface. Host Qin Feng has a total of 1,149,000 Hedonist points. The system notification sounded. Qin Feng had already unlocked the second celestial equipment in the out-of-print interface. The gray page flickered, and it introduced in detail the materials needed to forge the Golden Rock Celestial Armor. High-grade spirit stones, golden rock wings, star rank stones, star soul stones, purple star sand, crystal stones, gold bars, heaven and earth origin stones, rhinoceros tendons. There were dozens of materials needed to synthesize it. Fortunately, Qin Feng had collected a lot of materials when he was synthesizing the Cosmic Flying Sword. Most of them happened to be materials for synthesizing the Golden Rock Celestial Armor. However, Qin Feng was unable to synthesize the spiritual armor in such a short time. The most important material, the Golden Rock wings, was not available. According to the information, the wings had to be obtained from the Golden Rock of the Beast race. Qin Feng did not know where to find the Golden Rock. After studying the out-of-print interface, Qin Feng browsed through the other interfaces that the system had. Alchemy Pavilion, Million Treasure Pavilion, Battle Spirit Palace, Hero Alliance. There was nothing to upgrade in these interfaces. Even if they were upgraded, it would not be of much help to Qin Feng's current strength. After a while, Qin Feng simply logged out of the system. After a night of hard cultivation, Qin Feng's strength had completely stabilized at Stage 2 True Qi stage. The Immortal Ascension Cave was supported by the Earth's core formation, and the density of spiritual equipment had reached the level of a Stage 2 Blessed Heavenly Cave Pavilion. Qin Feng felt that his dantian was already faintly swollen. Breaking through to Stage 3 True Qi stage was just an opportunity. Qin Feng, breakfast is ready. You should eat something. A night of cultivation. When Qin Feng walked out of the Immortal Ascension Cave, the sun was shining brightly outside. It was morning. The 4 women had been guarding outside, and when they saw him come out, they all came to welcome him. Qin Feng hugged Su Ruoro, who was the first to run over, and looked at her slightly tired expression. He felt a little heartache. You guys didn't sleep the whole night, right? This is Hero City. Are you afraid that I'll be in danger? Su Ruoro lay quietly in Qin Feng's embrace. She felt that the world had stopped. She really liked this kind of warm feeling. She said softly, "It's rare for you to come back. I just want to stay by your side. Otherwise, I won't be able to sleep." Chapter 1307. It was noon, and the scenery outside was beautiful and sunny. Few people came to this island, but today a group of uninvited guests had arrived. Elder Ling He, this place is gloomy and gloomy. Are we really going in? Ling He looked at Xiao Gong, then at the disciples behind him, and said, 20 years ago, when I came out of seclusion, I discovered that there were many beasts living on this island. Back then, my strength was too weak, and I was forced to retreat by a few fierce beasts the moment I stepped into the middle area of the forest. Now that I've come out of seclusion again, I'm going to capture all the beasts in this forest. When we return to the sect leader will definitely reward us. Originally, The purpose of their seclusion was to search for hidden beasts in the secular world and capture them to bring back to the sect to domesticate. The beasts that were sold in Devil City a few days ago were hunted by Ling He and his group. The entire island was filled with beasts. Compared to them, those low-level beasts that were sold in Devil City a few days ago were nothing. Ling He looked at Xiao Gong and threw out a bait. Xiao Gong hated spirit beast sect to the core. He said with a cold face, "If you want to capture beasts, capture them yourself. Don't even dream of asking for my help." Xiao Gong was almost 40 years old, but he was humiliated by Ling Feng, who was only in his early 30s. He gritted his teeth in anger, but Xiao Gong was powerless. He was only a spirit beast sect master, and his martial cultivation realm was no match for Ling Feng and his group. Xiao Gong tilted his head and ignored them as if he did not hear their threats. Xiao Gong's expression changed as soon as Ling He finished his sentence. You shameless bastards. You will get what you deserve sooner or later." Xiao Gong roared at Ling He like a mad beast. Thinking of Xiao Shi's beauty, Ling Feng became excited. "Thank you, Elder Ling He, for your arrangement. I will take good care of that girl." A cold smile flashed in Ling He's eyes. Since he had bumped into Xiao Shi, how could he let a spirit beast sect go? But in front of Xiao Gong, Ling He promised solemnly, "Don't worry, I'm an elder of spirit beast sect. My words are not child's play." Although it was noon, there was not a trace of warmth in Devil Beast Mountain. However, Ling He and the others looked excited. They were here to hunt the beasts. The more beasts here, the better. A wave of wolf howls suddenly rang out. In the gloomy forest, dozens of pairs of faint green lights appeared. A gale blew, mixed with the sound of running. Ling Yun's face was cold, and the other 4 disciples looked a little panicked. However, the spirit crane's face did not change, as if it did not see the approaching wolf pack. It said indifferently, "Try to capture them alive." "Xiao Gong, you can go now." A strange energy wave rippled out from his body, and the eyes of those wild wolves that were pouncing over from the forest suddenly became dull, as if they were puppets that had their souls taken away, and they fell at the feet of the crowd. Xiao Gong's face turned pale. Controlling the minds of so many wolves at the same time was too much for him. "I can't hold on much longer. You guys should retreat. Just try your best to hold on." Ling Yun, hurry up and restrain these wild wolves." Ling Feng held the purple spiritual sword in his hand, and his eyes moved quickly, ready to take action at any time. A wild wolf broke free from Xiao Gong's control, and its sharp claws suddenly clawed at Ling Feng. There was a wind-breaking sound in the air. Ling Feng made a void, and the wild wolf directly exploded in the air. The sword vibrated with a majestic true energy, scaring the pack of wild wolves into immediately howling and retreating. Ling Feng's sword was so powerful that it scared the pack of wild wolves into running away. It's rare to see a spirit beast in the extinction sect, and there are spirit beasts in the secular world. Ling Feng was surprised. The spirit crane did not care about the disciples' rebuttal. He was also just guessing. After all, when he came out of seclusion 20 years ago, he had only reached the middle layer of Devil Beast Mountain. As for what kind of ferocious beasts were hiding in the deeper layers, even the spirit crane did not know. Xiao Gong was angered by these people's cruelty, and there was a ball of anger in his heart. However, he was helpless and could only continue to advance deeper into Devil Beast Mountain. The journey was smooth and unimpeded. The spirit crane was too lazy to hunt the wild beasts in the outer circle. In less than half an hour, the few of them stepped into the middle layer of Devil Beast Mountain. Qin Feng had entered Devil Beast Mountain several times before, but he had only stepped into the middle layer at most. This was where he encountered the flame wolf and the berserk black demonic bear. The tamed white-furred demonic ape was also in this area. Everyone, be careful. This area is full of ferocious beasts, and I reckon there are also demonic beasts. Later, we will focus on hunting them. Do not kill them unless it's absolutely necessary. Roar. Its arm was as thick as a stone pillar. When it swung its arm, the air instantly exploded and a gale rose in all directions. It directly slapped the spirit beast sect disciple high into the sky. Chapter 1308. This sword seemed to pierce through the darkness of the forest. The lush foliage above their heads opened up, allowing the sunlight to shine in. Only then did everyone get a clear look at the giant bear. Its body was covered in black fur that looked like barbs. Its arms and legs were as thick as tree trunks, and its head was shockingly large. Its eyes were the size of light bulbs, flickering with a dark green light. Its bloody mouth was wide open, as if it could swallow a person whole. Rumble. Ling Feng's sword Qi had already landed on the black bear's body, but it produced a dull sound, as if it had struck a hard boulder. The black bear roared twice, but was actually forced back several steps by this seemingly light sword strike. Each step left a huge palm print on the ground, causing the earth to tremble. Not good, this is a rank 2 magical beast. Its strength is comparable to the second level of true Qi. Seeing that the black bear had actually withstood his sword strike, Ling Feng shouted with a grave expression. The disciple who was sent flying hung on a tree. He was at the third level of true Qi, but at this moment it was unknown whether he was dead or alive. Ling Yun, and the other 3 disciples' faces were full of vigilance, and their hearts were a little nervous. Although they were all experts who had stepped into the true Qi realm, facing a berserk rank 2 demonic bear, they did not have full confidence in winning. Qiao Gong, it's up to you. Elderling, he stood in place without moving. Even when he saw the berserk black demon bear, his face was still indifferent, as if this rank 2 magical beast was nothing in his eyes. Qiao Gong's expression was extremely grave. Now that he had stabilized his cultivation at the ruler realm, all living things were under his control. Spirit beast masters of this realm could barely control magical beasts. Only those who reached the emperor realm, like Qiao Shi, could become the king of all living things and could unify the beast race. Wang. Waves of strange energy rippled from Qiao Gong's body. That black demon bear was a berserk magical beast, and it would kill its own kind, let alone a human who had trespassed into its territory. After the black bear stabilized its body, it once again waved its huge paw and charged at the crowd. The air rumbled with its movements, and that berserk aura was comparable to the 4th level of true Qi, scaring Ling Yun, and the others into continuously retreating. Everyone from the spirit beast sect stood behind Qiao Gong. Qiao Gong's eyes were closed, and his face was solemn. He was trying to capture the black demon bear's consciousness and control it. The roar was like thunder. The black demon bear's foot landed on the ground again, causing the ground under Qiao Gong's feet to crack instantly. A gust of wind blew towards Qiao Gong. The black demon bear's huge palm was about to land on Qiao Gong's head. If this slap landed, Qiao Gong's head would be sent flying. Elder Lingyi, please make your move. Ling Feng's heart was filled with anxiety. The sword in his hand was already about to pierce through the air, but at this moment, the black demon bear's green eyes suddenly dimmed, and the ferocious look on its face disappeared. Its huge palm stopped next to Qiao Gong's face, and Qiao Gong was so frightened that he was already sweating profusely. The disciples of Spirit Beast sect all held their breaths. This group of true Qi realm martial artists didn't even dare to breathe loudly. Ling Feng retracted his sword and heard Lingyi say calmly, "What are you waiting for? Hurry up and restrain this black demon bear." Everyone finally came to their senses. They realized that this second-rank magical beast was already under Qiao Gong's control. Ling Feng personally took out the iron chains that had been engraved with formations. With the help of Ling Yun, and the others, they quickly locked the black demon bear's limbs. Roar! As soon as the black demon bear was restrained, it suddenly roared towards the sky. Qiao Gong spat out a mouthful of blood. He squatted on the ground with a pale face and said, "I can't hold on any longer." The black demon bear had lost control and completely entered a berserk mode. Its pair of green eyes had turned blood red. Its two palms slapped wildly in the air, and its feet fiercely stomped on the ground. The berserk aura instantly destroyed the surrounding trees, and the beasts that were hiding in the dark had long since fled. This beast is still going all out. Don't force me to cut you down with my sword. Ling Feng was hit by the berserk aura several times. Although he forcefully blocked it with his chi, it still didn't feel good. It was like being hit by a speeding train. Ling Yun had already retreated to the side. Of the other 3 disciples, 2 were sent flying while the other one was still holding on. Lingyi's face gradually turned cold. He suddenly leaped up and attacked with his palm. Elder Lingyi has made his move. Everyone retreat. Ling Feng let out a loud shout and quickly sheathed his sword and retreated 100 meters away. Xiao Gong didn't have time to rest and recuperate. He broke into a run. This Elder Lingyi's strength was unfathomable, and everyone present was somewhat fearful. Lingyi's palm was old and skinny. It didn't look threatening at all. However, when its palm landed on the big black bear's arm, it directly sent the 5-meter-tall black bear flying. Explosions rang out in the air. The black bear was like an iron tank that was sent flying. Trees collapsed wherever it went, and the moment it landed, a huge pit was blasted on the ground. Rumble. The loud noise had yet to subside. Dust flew everywhere in the already gloomy Devil Beast Mountain. It felt as if nothing could be seen clearly. Lingyi wasn't in a hurry to go over. He was confident that the black demon bear would definitely faint under this palm. How could it have a chance to escape? Ling Feng, go and take a look. The atmosphere was silent for a moment. Lingyi spoke. Without another word, Ling Feng turned into a white shadow and disappeared. 10 seconds later, he came back dragging a huge black bear. Ling Yin and the rest of the disciples were dumbfounded. Xiao Gong was also shocked. The black demon bear's strength was comparable to the 4th stage of true qi. Its defense was even at the pinnacle of the 4th stage of true qi. How could it be knocked unconscious by a palm from Lingyi? Elder Lingyi, this is a big harvest. Ling Feng looked at the unconscious black demon bear with a face full of excitement. Lingyi glanced at the black demon bear indifferently. His old eyes looked towards the depths of Devil Beast Mountain. There were rank 2 magical beasts in the middle region. He was even more suspicious. What kind of powerful scourge and ferocious beast was hidden in the deepest region? Elder, why don't we take a stroll around this area and hunt a few more magical beasts before leaving? Ling Feng seemed to see through Lingyi's thoughts and carefully made a suggestion. The appearance of the black demon bear had already made Ling Feng and the other disciples feel fear. They could deal with rank 2 magical beasts, but if they went deeper, they might encounter high-level magical beasts, demonic beasts, or even powerful spirit beasts. They would lose their lives. Let's take a stroll around and decide later. Lingyi was still unwilling. It was rare to find such a good place where the magical beasts gathered. How could they leave so easily? Ling Feng and the others could tell that Elder Lingyi still had plans to enter the deeper region. However, they didn't dare to persuade him anymore. This team was decided by Lingyi. Chapter 1309. Spirit Crane and the others were hunting beasts in the middle region of Devil Beast Mountain. Meanwhile, Qin Feng had already brought Xiao Shi to the entrance of Devil Beast Mountain. In the blink of an eye, Xiao Shi noticed that the scenery around her had changed drastically. She was not too surprised, because she had witnessed the mysterious ability of the dimensional door. Qin Feng, do you need some help? Xiao Shi was worried that Qin Feng and her were alone. The disciples of Spirit Beast Sect were too powerful. Qin Feng did not bring the beast from Hero City with him this time, because it would take up too much time. He asked Lu Jie and the others to escort the beasts to Devil Beast Mountain while he brought Xiao Shi to avenge them. Qin Feng did not plan to bring any help. The disciples of Spirit Beast Sect were too powerful. Bringing any help would only bring harm to everyone. In fact, he did not even want to bring Xiao Shi along, but she insisted. After all, Spirit Beast Sect was Xiao Shi's biggest enemy. Qin Feng had no choice but to comply. I don't need any help. The spirit beast sect is too powerful. Bringing people here would be suicide. Qin Feng's expression was solemn. Xiao Shi raised her eyebrows. She looked at the entrance of Devil Beast Mountain. She knew that her enemies were inside, and so was her second uncle. But at this moment, she felt like retreating. Qin Feng, why don't we go back? I don't want anything to happen to you. Xiao Shi looked at Qin Feng with a conflicted expression. Qin Feng pulled her into Devil Beast Mountain. What nonsense are you talking about? I said I'll help you get revenge and save your second uncle. Don't worry too much. We'll act according to the situation later. Qin Feng released Flaming Dragon Horse and galloped through Devil Beast Mountain with Xiao Shi in his arms. Xiao Shi's eyes were filled with tears, and her heart was filled with warmth. She used to think that God was unfair and gave her a heavy life. But at this moment, she was extremely grateful that she was able to meet Qin Feng and become his woman. It was such a fortunate thing. Flaming Dragon Horse was extremely fast. In just 20 minutes, they had reached the middle region of Devil Beast Mountain. Along the way, they did not encounter a single beast, which puzzled Qin Feng. Sure. Where are the beasts of Devil Beast Mountain? Qin Feng asked. Xiao Shi also noticed the anomaly. Her realm was higher than second uncle's, so she could sense the beasts within a 500-meter radius. The beasts seemed to be hiding in the depths of the forest. They just don't show themselves. Xiao Shi explained. That's strange. Beasts would attack me every time I entered Beast Mountain. Mountain? Do you mean they recognize me? Are they afraid of me? Feng asked. The aura of those beasts is very agitated. They must have been frightened. Xiao Shi said. Looks like the people from a spirit beast sect are really here. They actually came to Devil Beast Mountain. There's an 80% chance that they're here to hunt beasts. I won't let them go easily. Qin Spirit Feng and Demon Beast Mountain. Spirit, Beast Tribe Feng Mountain, Xiao Feng of Clan, Mountain and Feng, Qin Feng Mountain were Feng, Spirit. Feng of a Spirit. Mountain, Shui Mountain, of Dragon of Feng, Feng, Qin Spirit. Master, Flaming Dragon of Feng Mountain is frightened. Put it back into the system, Little Pig said. Qin Feng scanned the surroundings, but did not see any beasts. He asked, what scared Flaming Dragon of Feng Mountain? Xiao Shi sensed the surroundings and said, Qin Feng, there are no beasts nearby. The closest beast hiding is 400 meters away. Qin Feng was even more puzzled. Little Pig explained, Master, it's not the beasts. It's the scent of a human who has the blood of the beasts. Qin Feng was shocked. He immediately realized that it was the scent of spirit beast sex disciples. These people dealt with the beast day and night. They tamed, enslaved, and hunted beasts. Who knew how much blood of the beasts had stained their bodies? Flaming Dragon of Feng Mountain was a spirit beast mount, so it was very sensitive. Clearly, it was frightened by the scent of spirit beast sex disciples. Sure, spirit beast sex people have been here. Qin Feng put Flaming Dragon of Feng Mountain back into the system and reported the situation to Xiao Shi. Xiao Shi's emotions suddenly became agitated. Her kind and quiet personality became cold and indifferent. Her beautiful eyes even shot out murderous intent. Spirit beast sex people should be hunting beasts nearby. What should we do? Xiao Shi looked at Qin Feng with a worried expression. Facing the powerful spirit beast sect, Qin Feng did not dare to act blindly without thinking. He thought for a moment and said, this is the middle area of Devil Beast Mountain. It's a place where demonic beasts run amok. Those demonic beasts are as strong as true energy realm martial artists. We can use the terrain and environment to our advantage to split up the spirit beast sex disciples. Then, we'll take them down one by one. Xiao Shi's eyes lit up. She agreed with Qin Feng's suggestion. How about this? You hide here, and I'll find the spirit beast sex disciples. Then, I'll use demonic beasts to split them up. Then, I'll lure some disciples over. You can kill them then. Xiao Shi was smart. Her plan was brilliant. However, Qin Feng was still worried. It's too dangerous for you to go alone. Forget it. You hide here, and I'll kill my way over. Qin Feng waved his hand and carried the golden phoenix into the depths of the forest. Xiao Shishir quickly hugged him and said, "No, you'll only die if you go like this. There are too many spirit beast sex disciples, and each of them is very strong. I won't let you go." Qin Feng could not escape even if he wanted to. Xiao Shishir continued, "I'll bring the white-furred demonic ape with me. Don't worry. In Devil Beast Mountain, I'm stronger than you." Qin Feng knew how powerful Xiao Shishir was in Devil Beast Mountain. The last time he encountered the white-furred demonic ape, it was Xiao Shishir who helped him escape. At this time, a demonic beast's roar came from the depths of the forest. Qin Feng was still worried, but Xiao Shishir hurried over with the white-furred demonic ape. "Qin Feng, something happened over there. Wait for me here. I'll lure them over." The white-furred demonic ape ran at lightning speed. Xiao Shishir sat on its shoulder and disappeared into the dark forest in no time. In the forest 500 meters away from Qin Feng, Ling Feng and the others were besieging a giant green snake. The green snake's body was as thick as a tree's waist. Its entire body emitted a green radiance. The snake's eyes were huge and suffused with a green glow. It opened its bloody mouth and bit towards the spirit beast sex disciples. Buzz! Xiao Gong had no choice but to use his ability again. However, he was already exhausted. In this short half an hour, he had already helped Ling Feng and the others subdue 7 demonic beasts. This was the 8th one, and it was a rank 3 demonic snake. The air was filled with a strange energy wave, but Ling Feng and the others couldn't feel it. However, the ferocious green-eyed demonic snake's movements began to slow down. The malevolent expression on its face flickered as if it was fighting with an invisible will. Facing this rank 3 demonic beast whose strength was comparable to the 5th stage of true qi, even Ling He's expression was incomparably solemn. Seeing this scene, he hurriedly shouted, "The demonic snake's consciousness has been corroded. Everyone, hurry up and lock this evil beast up first." The spirit beast sex disciples rushed over one after another. Each of them was holding a chain with an engraved formation. The long chain was wrapped around the green-eyed demonic snake's body, wrapping it from head to toe like a dumpling. Before Ling He and the others could stop, Xiao Gong couldn't hold on anymore. He spat out another mouthful of blood and directly fainted on the ground. "Not good, that guy fainted." Ling Feng's expression changed greatly. Ling Yin cried out in alarm. "The green-eyed demonic snake is awake. What do we do now?" The spirit beast sex disciples were panic-stricken. This was a rank 3 demonic snake whose strength was comparable to the 5th stage of true qi. Once it went berserk, a flick of its tail could smash everyone's body into pieces. Everyone had the posture of running for their lives. Even Ling Feng was not confident in his heart. He was currently at the 5th stage of true qi, but facing a rank 3 demonic beast, he had absolutely no chance of winning. "Hold on for me. Pull the chains properly, and let me subdue this evil beast," Ling He bellowed angrily. It was obvious that he was not willing to give up just like that. The disciples also didn't dare to run away. They could only brace themselves and get into formation. A total of 7 people stood in 7 different positions, forming the Big Dipper formation. The green-eyed devil snake was already twisting its body crazily, and a powerful force was transmitted through the chains, almost sending 3 of the disciples flying. Everyone clenched their teeth and held on. The restraining formation on the chains had already taken effect. It flickered with a mystical light, and some ancient and profound patterns appeared. Ling He waved his hand and grabbed a long sword. He stabbed the chains into the ground, and with a leap, he actually jumped onto the green-eyed demonic snake's body. Both of his hands formed fists and quickly landed on the demonic snake's head. Bang, bang, bang. The wind for his fists was like a tiger, and it brought with it an imposing manner that could split mountains and split rocks. That green-eyed demonic snake faced the sky and roared in pain, letting out an ear-piercing scream. Its struggle became even more intense and the chains made whistling sounds in the wind. Ling firmly held on to the scales that were as hard as stone, and he was almost thrown away by the demonic snake. Ling Feng and the others were already unable to hold on any longer. The green-eyed demonic snake's strength was so strong that it directly threw all 6 of them into the sky. 4 of the disciples had their chains detached from their hands, and they were like kites with broken strings swaying in the air. Ling Feng and Ling Yun firmly held on to the chains, but they were also somewhat unable to hold on any longer. Even the spirit sword that Ling stabbed into the ground flew up and shot into the tree trunk. Ling was enraged. A layer of transparent true qi appeared on both of his fists, and he punched down majestically. Bang, bang. This punch exploded with the vigorous qi in his body, and he punched the demonic snake's head with all his strength. That explosive sound seemed to be able to split the heavens and split the earth. The body of the green-eyed demonic snake that was frantically struggling suddenly stiffened, and the green light in its eyes dimmed, as if it had been knocked unconscious. The violent wind fell, and the green-eyed demonic snake's body fell from the sky tens of meters high and smashed a tens of meters long crack on the ground. Ling Feng and Ling Yun jumped to the side, and as soon as they landed, they rushed over with their spirit swords. This evil creature is temporarily knocked unconscious. Hurry up and restrain it. When it wakes up, I won't be able to suppress it anymore. Ling Yi's expression was solemn, and he spoke very quickly. He was also shocked by the strength of this rank 3 demonic snake. You're tuning into the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.